Check 1, 2. Why everybody think that I'm coming to? Why y'all accuse me? Why do y'all accuse me? Lady A said, check. MWTV. Don't laugh at these, your Moorish brothers. A lot of healing in the mountains, they said. Why do everybody assume that I'm going to give a detrimental critical analysis of a video? I don't understand. Ah, man. I don't understand, man. Why do everybody listen? I've been on the phone all day. I've been on the phone all day with people. You know what I mean? It got me feeling like that. Don't do it. People indirectly calling me, asking me, don't do it, don't do it. Like, as if I'm going to attack my brother's red and blue pill, man. Man. Do y'all really want to see and hear what's going on? Or this too much for y'all? I mean, are y'all interested in hearing this? Huh? Press 7 if y'all interested in hearing this. Because all I'm doing is I'm highlighting something that has hit social media. I mean, that's all I'm doing. I'm gonna give it to you a buck. I talked to my brother Blue, and I have a respectable relationship with Blue and Red Pill. You know what I'm saying? And I was basically explaining that, not explaining myself, but just explaining that, you know, the moment that these things hit social media, you know, it's a free for all. You know what I'm saying? Now, personally, me, I'm not going to disrespect unless somebody disrespect me, but it's really a free for all. You know, once you have any video, let me tell you something about me while I wait for the guests to come in. When I started doing social media, right, about 5 years ago, I came to social media to defend the Moorish Science Temple of America, the teachings of Prophet Noble Drew Ali, against lies. Anybody that know me, if you trace my first video, that's what it's been all about. You follow what I'm saying? And I took some extreme measures to put myself in a position to have a voice for the teachings of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. However, before I did that, whether you believe in prayer, whether you believe in meditation or contemplation or just elevating the mind, I did everything and asked myself, was I ready? You know what I'm saying? Ask myself, was I ready? Was I ready for what social media is going to throw at me? The example that I had was, as many of us, was Sinetta. The example that I have from Sinetta is that although at that time I didn't know much about how social media work, you follow what I'm saying? I did watch how people attacked Sinetta. Whether right, wrong, or indifferent, justified or not, I did watch how people attacked them. And with that being said, I had to ask myself, was I ready for something like that? You know what I'm saying? Was I ready for people to attack? Now, I don't do no attacking my brother's family and stuff like that. But was I ready for people to attack my family? Was I ready for people to attack me? Was I ready for people to attack my children? Was I ready for that? Because I watched how it happened with Sinetta. Again, right, wrong, or indifference. I watched it. And so I asked myself, was I ready for that? Was I ready for people to go into my background? I asked myself all of these questions because I already knew that this is why none of that stuff bothers me. Because I already knew in going into social media, I thought it out thoroughly. That anything goes once you put something on this screen right here. You can't stop people from that. You know what I mean? And so in my conversations today, it seems as if it's hard getting through to a lot of people that, you know, social media has unfolded, has evolved to the point where as though you got people that do nothing but reaction videos. In other words, they troll the internet, they look for stuff, and they react to it. And with this story here, I'm really not reacting to it. I think that it's a worthy story to be covered. Now, should I allow those who were at the mountain? I mean, somebody said my camera is a little blurry. It better not be. Hold up. Should I allow? Let me see. Oh, my camera is a little blurry. What's going on here? Hold up. This ain't looking right. All right, I'm going to go out and come back in because my camera should not be blurry. My camera should not be blurry. Hold on. I'm going to go out and come back in. All right. I think because I did go out. Hold up. Yeah, I don't like this. Let me go out and go back in. I don't know what happened with that. Yeah, that looking crazy. Do I gotta go out? Because I don't like my stream like that. Let me see. Let me double check. Oh, there it is. Oh, I know what I was doing. Yeah, it might do it again. I was downloading some videos. That's why. All right. I gotta download a few more, so it might get a little blurry too, because it's beating up the piece, the processor. So let me get that. All right. In fact, I'm gonna leave them just like that, and I just screen share. So anyway, what I was saying is that, you know, I had to do some brainstorming. You know what I'm saying? I had to do some brainstorming, see if I was ready for social media. Y'all follow what I'm saying? And so in doing the brainstorming, I figured that I was ready. I figured I was good to go. So nothing really bothers me. And so to anybody that went to Stone Mountain, trust me, this is not an attack. This is not an attack. This is something that's on social media that we as vloggers, we critique or we admire or we disqualify. So I just need to put that out there. You know what I mean? I just got to put that out there. You know what I mean? Because Red and Blue Pill, they my brothers. You know what I mean? They never did nothing to me. Always been respectful, always cordial. You know what I'm saying? I have utmost respect for them. You know, however, I do believe that we got to get to the place where we can have respect for one another. We can disagree with one another, and we can also critique one another, and we can still be friends and brothers at the end of the day. The moment that we cannot critique one another, the moment that we cannot examine what we see on this screen and through this lens, that's the moment that it does become a cult. You know what I mean? Because I didn't call it a cult. I quoted Young, Anhk. He said, is it a new cult in Atlanta? So I want y'all to know I didn't call it a cult. You know what I'm saying? I'm quoting Anhk. I'm quoting Anhk. That's it. That's all I'm doing. But now, we know how cults work, though. The moment that someone is speaking out against, the moment that someone critiques, that everybody get into an aggressive frenzy. You know what I mean? Somebody say, I'm saying they've been doing this. Nothing new. I agree. It's nothing new. But however, it's new people coming to YouTube all the time. See, we have to get out of that state of mind that if somebody was doing something that's old to you, that is old to somebody else. You follow me, Donnie Links? Because what's old to you may be new to me. What's old to you don't mean old to me. It's like when somebody asks me, why you keep doing these stories on Malik, or why you keep doing these stories when I was doing them on Grandmaster Jay. Guess why? Because some new person can hear this and get their life saved. Because what's new to you may not be new to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So family, we're about to I'm waiting on my guest to come up in here. Because I want to find out, why he chose to point out. That's what I want to find out first. Why did Anhk West, you know what? Why did he choose to point out what he pointed out as it relates to red pill and blue pill? I mean, he was making some comments. He was really making some comments. You know what I mean? He was. My cousin got caught up in a cult. Let me see. My cousin almost got. Let me see. Did y'all get a chance to check out the video? Press 7 if y'all got a chance to check out the video on Brother Rich's page. Did y'all get a chance to check it out? Huh? If y'all got a chance to check it out, tell me what you thought. It's time for us to come together. Dr. York and his followers are no more than a cult than Jesus in his circle was 2,000 years ago. GS, is this a good guess? Those others be off a little. Well, when I deal with Moorish science, and people say they deal with the teachings of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, I don't think many people deal with the true teachings of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Personally, me, I haven't seen, from my perspective, with all due respect, I haven't seen my brother Red Pill or Blue Pill really deal with the intricate teachings of Prophet Noble Drew Ali verbatim from how the Prophet taught him. I haven't seen it. It might exist, but I haven't seen it. I deal with the letter of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali's laws, and I deal with the spirit of Prophet Noble Drew Ali's laws. I'm all in. It's all in. Why put the label on the meeting if it's not for you? That's fine, right? Well, no, not necessarily. This is social media. This is social media, Jasmine T. This is social media. In social media, people identify things that's relatable to them from what they understand. So when Anhk say it's a new cult in Atlanta, that's his understanding, and that's how he identify it. So we're going to have a talk with Anhk today. See, freedom of expression and freedom of speech and freedom of being who you are goes both ways. You don't get to censor somebody who disagree with you, but then let somebody that do agree with you flow. You feel what I'm saying? Like when people were calling me When people was calling me with my fez, my bucket hat, you know what I'm saying? When people, so many Moors was out there, ain't nobody never stand up and say, man, why y'all disrespecting the fez? I can't find one person. I can't find one person that ever stepped up and said, when people were saying, y'all, Anhk West wearing the Kentucky Fried Chicken hat. All of these people calling themselves Moors, who stepped up? Because if you claim to be a Moor, then that's your religious or national headdress too. Tell me who stepped up. Can you name one? Who stepped up? When people 3 years ago was talking about, this is the KFC hat, KFC bucket hat, put chicken in it. Who stepped up? Who stepped up? So I don't want to hear none of that crying now. I really don't. I really don't. You know what I mean? I really don't. Because it really doesn't make sense. Because when people critique me and people call this a bucket hat, people say I'm in a cult. And I never said nobody was in a cult. You feel what I'm saying? But we're going to do this interview. Because a lot of people was calling me today, really. They was kind of upset. So, you know what I mean? They was kind of upset. They was, yeah, they was kind of upset. And they watching now. They watching now, and I'm pretty sure they are. You know what I'm saying? But this is social media. We got to, look at Mike Jones. Can I get a 12-piece in that bucket? But Mike Jones, if I come on social media, I got to be prepared for that. You know what I mean? I got to be prepared for that, Mike Jones. You know what I mean? I can't get mad because Mike Jones say that. You know what I mean? And if you keep saying I got the ability to block you because we ain't getting nowhere with that, but I expect things like that. But I know Mike Jones just joking. But I'm just saying, come on now. Come on now. It ain't that serious. You know what I mean? Because once you enter the realm of social media, it is what it is. Anyway. Come on. They're not asking for followers. They have no doctrine. They just connecting with people. Okay, we're going to talk about that too. Because I have some points that I want to point out about it too. All right, let me start. This is what I said earlier. So these are Anhk posts. Mind you, these are Anhk's posts. Give me a second. Let me show you a picture. Because I want to set the stage. Because people asking me now. People, you want my opinion, and I'm gonna give you my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And this is not. I said this in private, and I'll say it in public. You know what I mean? I said it in private, and I'll say it in public. Give me 1 second. Let me get one of them. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, people want my opinion, right? So let me give you my opinion real quick. Let me get it to you. All right, here we go. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna take one of Anhk's posts real quick, and I'm gonna show you something. Let's be clear, because we got to deal with reality. All right, I'm about to grab one of Anhk's posts, and I'm gonna show you something that we have to be real clear about. All right, here we go. I got it right here. All right. All right. Y'all all right? I'm still waiting on bro. I'm still waiting on Anhk to come in. So while I'm waiting on him, I just want to make something clear. And I said this in private, and I'm going to say it in public right now. You know what I mean? And nobody can, and you can't deny this. You got to be clear. Let's be clear. 1 second. Here we go. If we go to social media and we see a brother dressed like this, my brother Blue Pill, And this is what I've said in private and I say it in public. This is going to trigger people. This is going to trigger people. This is going to trigger a lot of people. This is going to cause people to speculate without even seeing the video that was on this with this presentation. The picture alone is going to trigger people. So once people get triggered, remember that it was worn most likely to send a message. But in that message, it will trigger people. Once people are triggered, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. If a sister go out on the streets with a thong hanging up her butt, it will trigger people. If you go out there walking in the grocery store with a werewolf mask on, it will trigger people. If you walk up there with the attire of the Pope, it will trigger people. Once people are triggered on social media, all bets is off. Y'all know how that go. With me, I'm not going to disrespect anybody unless I'm disrespected, and I'm going to respectfully throw it back at you. But it triggers people, and so I think Anhk was triggered. I mean, he said, this is going to be good. Because I seen the video on Stone Mountain, and I was like, there we go again. There we go again. So all of these things trigger people. So we got to stop acting as if these things don't trigger people. Interview the pills instead of Anhk. I reached out to the pill, to Blue Pill, and offered them. I told my brother Blue, and I offered it to Red Pill, that I would not do this interview. Let me interview y'all, and y'all can break it down as to what's going on. The response was, people that need to know will know. But some of this is not to be spoken on social media, and I might have chopped it up just a little bit, but that was the gist of it, and pardon me if I didn't get it exactly right. Did y'all hear what I just said? I offered to scrap this. Because the best that could explain this is one that was there. So now, if you decline to explain, somebody else will give their critique. That's how it works on social media. That's just how it works on social media. So at the end of the day, we got to figure this thing out, man. You know what I mean? What's going on around here? So while I'm waiting for Anhk taking so long, I don't know why he's taking so long. Anhk taking mad long. Anhk trying to get some clips, man. So I'm gonna get somebody in from Stone Mountain and ask what they think as we wait on Anhk, and then because Anhk 30 minutes late. What Anhk doing? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna see if my sister Maymuna, she's from, I just sent her the link. She's from Stone Mountain, and I want to ask her what she think. You know what I mean? I'm gonna ask her what she think when she comes in, because a lot of people are asking. You know what I mean? What's going on? What's going on? I'm trying to get my clips together too, so let me get them in order so y'all can, because I don't want to be one-sided. I want the voice of the people that was there speak. You know what I mean? So let me get that. I'm getting them together too. Hold on. Anhk shook. Okay, shook is he? Hold on. Oak super late. Crazy. Oak super late. Man, he Baltimore late for real. I mean, but hold up. Let's get him on the line. Let's get him on the line. Let's get him on the line. I'm trying to see what he got to say. I mean, all that posted. Well, you ain't hit the link, man. People waiting for you. All right. Oak buddy, he said, Oak said, you see, I'm on my work phone. I can't see nothing. Like, I'm not over there in Atlanta. It's talking about. But you know what? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? You know what I mean? What y'all think? What it look like to y'all? Let me go to the video. Let me see. And y'all can't get mad with this presentation. Oh man, there you go. Y'all can't get mad with this presentation either, man. Y'all gotta stop that, man. You know what I mean? Well, everybody thumbs up and share this joint. Everybody thumbs up and share this real quick. Hold on. That's what it is. I ain't played the intro music. And without the intro music, the show never go right. That's right. Let's get it. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. You a friend of the Moors and you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off drugs, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. Family, see y'all tonight, 9:30. Let's go. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number.
Ever since Coach Pablo been
Poping, he been poping.
Coach Pablo been poping. A lot of things been moving around. Ding dong! Ding dong! Let's talk about how the great divine speaks through signs. Let's talk about how this day is divinely aligned. Let's talk about how the universe is conspiring for us.
So what they saying is, my brother Red Pill saying that this is basically, and I can't speak for Blue Pill, I can't speak for Red Pill, but basically that the time is now. That the time is now, that the energy is right, that this is a resurgence, that this is the golden age, I would imagine, of consciousness. And Brother King Simon says that the mountain, Stone Mountain, is the biggest quartz stone in the United States. Now, I haven't researched that. I don't know. And so in coming together on Stone Mountain, they're being charged up, you know what I'm saying? Powered up spiritually. You follow what I'm saying? This is what I'm understanding. I could be wrong. Maybe I don't mind being corrected if I'm wrong. But this is what I'm understanding. Let me real quick.
Seeing them carrying their seeds. Give it up to them.
Yes.
This is 1 mile up. This is 1 mile up. You got little children that brave this mountain.
I see them.
Give it up to them.
I see them.
So what he's saying is that little children walked a mile up the mountain, adults walked a mile up the mountain, to experience this tribal demonstration. Man, Cryptonomics need to stop. Crypt, you making me laugh. He said the Stone Mountain is not a Stone Mountain is not just a quartz. I don't know. Oh man, y'all crazy.
They will never forget this. We living in the age of experience. This is all about the experience. It don't matter if it rain. It don't matter if Jesus comes down from the clouds. If you experience
He just being facetious. He just being facetious.
it, it's yours. Jesus. And Spirit is telling me that the sun finna come out. We about to see our powers. Cause this happened already. We've been here before. We've been in the mist. But the mist or the morning dew is special. Let it fall on you, right? Don't feel a kind of way. You good. I'm here to remind you to stay protected.
I'm looking at the comments, man. I'm gonna read the comments. Someone says Blue Pill organized the ceremony at the mountain, Crystal Mountain. Respect to the stream or you be timed out. That's true. It doesn't matter about the mountain. This is going nowhere, but I can appreciate the gathering. So what is it all about? Let me get this comment right here. We are doomed. Let me give you my impression. This is my thing. I can't give you mine yet. I gotta wait till Anhk come. I gotta wait till Anhk come, man. I want to, but I gotta wait till Anhk come. You know what I'm saying? But my impression is this. My impression is that I think that if people are gaining this spiritual power from gathering in Stone Mountain or unity, what is the objective? I hear the objective was one of the things was, to put the collective energies together for businesses and tribalism and things of that nature. I get that. But when we look at Europeans who maintain oppression, they put together systems of governmental structure that each and every one, willingly or unwillingly, is obligated to, and that structure is what holds the power. So in 2023, as we go into 2023, I'm hoping that this could lead to some sort of central authority that could combat the oppression of the authorities that keep their foot on our neck. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm hoping. Because if we're gathering with our mountains, that's fine. But if it's not a gathering to get this boot off our neck, and I mean, I'm talking about really like get this boot off our neck, then there may be a longer term of oppression that we're going to be facing. Because this European, he might go to the mountain, but he also loading up his weapon. This European, he might go to the mountain, but he also maintaining his political power. This European might go to the mountain, but he also maintaining his hold. So one of the things that I look at is, I'm looking at how does this get a people who have been subjugated to slavery and now mental slavery out of this condition. Now, maybe someone has the answer. I don't have the answer. You know what I mean? I don't have the answer. You know what I mean? Maybe someone has the answer. I don't have the answer. You know what I mean? Man, come on, Simon, man. I'm waiting for Oak to come on, man. I don't have the answers, brother. Yeah, you live. I'm live right now.
I want to say I can't come on live because I'm in a dark space right now. I can't come on live, but I want to thank you and your family and all of Morris TV, and thank you very much for even accommodating or taking my call earlier. Out of respect to you, you know, I called you first. I don't go on social media and say anything crazy.
Right.
You know, I called out man talk, and you and I talk.
Right.
And the word, and I told you about that word cult, especially at this day and time. You know what it is.
Right.
You know, and even from your studying your teaching.
One second, hold up. Let me make sure everybody can hear you first. Are y'all able to hear Brother King Simon? Press 7 if y'all can hear Brother King Simon. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I want to say respect to the audience, and I want to just clarify, I think, why I was up there when one of my sons was up there, why everybody came together, because, you know, as you even as your teacher, the great late Noble Drawley, who I've studied with Honorable Elijah Muhammad, spiritual and metaphysical government and understand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That gathering was more spiritual and meditation because we're trying to get people's mind the importance of unifying again, coming together. And we did meditation, we did our prayers, whatever. You had people of indigenous, you had wars, but
hold on, 1 second. 1 second. Let me adjust this mic real quick.
You can't hear me outside.
Hold up.
And I apologize to your audience that I can't come on. I'm in a dark house right now and doing a lot of contracts and stuff, contractual stuff in there. It's also.
All right, I think they're gonna be able to hear you now. Go ahead.
They can hear me. Out of respect to the sister that you got coming on to, with respect to her, very beautiful sister, and respect to her. First and foremost, I just want to say to the audience that if you was there, you would understand the vibration wasn't about culture, because I've been in what they call adult cults since I was like 14 years of age. And I would not join anything that even remotely seemed like a go. When the people dress the way they dress, and the right pictures can be unassuming, but, you know, that's his journey, and that's a journey that I respect. But I want people to know that that was more of a spiritual gathering. And I sent you a text about, you know, that Stone Mountain is a granite and a quartz. It's a research text, isn't it?
Right.
So I sent it to you just to show you that it's out there, that it is that. And the reason that we gathered up there is because it was a dedication to some sort, not only to the Ethiopian New Year, but also against all of the power structure of Rome and Europe, especially because the Queen.
So, brother, can I chime in for a minute? Brother, I don't think the issue is the gathering. I think the issue was when people seen Pope Pablo. You understand what I'm saying? That is a trigger, just like you said the word cult is a trigger. That's a trigger also.
You remember, we also spoke on the first, where the whole Paco comes from. But it goes back to Ethiopia.
But that's fine. That's fine, but it's still a trigger. So the thing is, so
what I told you on the phone? Remember what I told you on the phone about what Dr. Africa taught us years ago, that psychologically, Black holistic health practitioners should wear a white coat when they deal with their people. Why? Because our people respect the white coat.
Absolutely, and that's fine. And that's fine, brother. But when you do that, and as I spoke to Blue earlier, when you do that, you have to be knowing our people. If we're truly conscious, like if we're truly conscious, you know what that is going to do. Everybody is not going to receive that with the sciences that it's coming from ancient Kemet and that they stole it. I'm taking it back, and now I'm banging on the Catholic Church. Everybody is not going to see that in an image. So you have to expect the drawback when you go out in public like that.
I have no problems to that, but that's that he wore that. That's his. That's
but what I'm saying is that is what overpowered the imagery of what people see on social media. Do you understand that? That overpowers the message.
I understand that's what overpowers the message according to imagery. But at least it triggers them to probably want to ask Paul or ask what he calls up Paul Pablo what he's doing.
Right.
Why he did it.
I mean, he says what he's doing, though. Listen.
That's just like debates. Debates trigger people to want to learn.
What I'm saying is this. I'm saying this, brother. He explains it well, what he's doing. I have the video. He explains it well. But we are in the age of social media. And in the age of social media, whether he explains it thoroughly or not, it's still going to trigger people. We have to respect that.
I understand that, but look, we carry a dollar bill.
He didn't call me
George Washington should trigger us every day.
Absolutely. One don't justify the other. Brother, one don't justify the others. I'm just saying that once we are on social media, me, you, brother, if you on social media and you dealing with numbers, right? That's your thing. If somebody decide to say, man, this guy's a nut, man, numbers don't mean nothing. Brother, you presented yourself on social media and now the critique can be any and everything. My thing, I just choose not to disrespect anybody in my examining what I see on social media. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that it won't be examined.
I'm totally fine with examination, brother. I just want to make sure.
So King Simon, you know.
Hold on one second, brother. I just want to make sure that when y'all associate that word coach with anybody, in this day and time, big up to Brother Anhk that just got in this day and time, when you associate people with the word coach, that is not just a trigger for our people, that's a trigger for government infiltration or killers. I know this for a fact because I lived in an unsought law community. I was with the 5% back in the day. I studied a lot of the Hebrew Israelites. That triggers something. When
right.
People does that to us, then who you trying to get killed? You tell me.
Well, at the end,
you're trying to get killed.
I think that's a bit stretch, and this is why.
I like that. Let him have it. Let him have it, Hawk.
We don't even know why he got beat to death.
I do. I know why. This.
You know why? But it goes deeper than what we consider.
But listen, what I'm saying. When we say listen to what I'm saying. If someone say I was in a cult, right? I'm a member of the More Science Temple of America. You know what I say to everybody who say something about me? Come on my show and prove it to me. See, I'm not gonna stand on the sideline and say I'm not a cult. I'm not a cult. See, when you say cult, you're making the white man get mad at me. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna say, come on the show and show me, and I'm gonna show and prove. See, that's the problem with us, brother. We always crying about the white man is going to do something to us because somebody said something about us or about what we're doing. Well, come and show and prove.
You know,
I want to ask, can you hear me?
Brother Anhk, and I consider you a brother just like I consider Anhk a brother, and I don't know who that sister is. I consider her sister. Because I have no problem with anybody. All my events come with Moors, Christians, Rastas, anybody come to my events. I got no problem with nobody. But let me tell you, let me be very clear to you and your audience. What people are doing as far as we all move into Georgia and do what we got to do, it was a lot of spiritual work. And although many, my man Anhk is the God killer, I don't subscribe to the word God.
He's the God killer, man. He on the show tonight.
I love the God killer.
Oh no, King Simon, be careful. I'm gonna do a sonetta right now. Be careful with your words. God killers.
I still call you and him a mano man to man. That's what I do.
But let me. I want.
The Hawk, I want to apologize to King
I
Simon.
wanted to say that 1 second, because I got to turn you up. I can't hear you. I just wanted to say, brother, you do understand, and I'm sure you do, that we are in a social media era, and some of these stories are going to get attention. This is not the homeboy club, where as though you my man, so I can't speak on what I just seen. But as long as it don't cross the line of disrespect.
Yeah, but I expect y'all to come from your perspective. I expected this.
So Harker, can you hear my voice?
I expected this.
Right.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, sis. I can hear you.
Okay, good.
I heard friends from out of Canada say the same thing a month ago. And I expected, once I said, and I said, yo, brother, that's my brother's peculiar. You gotta respect his walk.
Oh, that's my man. That's my man. Pope Pablo. Oh, don't like Pope Pablo. Hey, brother. I know you up working. I need to get Unc, and I need sister. The sister, my sister, my friend is named Maymuna.
I want to ask Brother Simon a question before he goes.
Yeah, yeah, that's sister Maymuna. But I need to get Unc and I need to get that man. But I'll let you, if you up, I'll call you when I'm done.
Hold on, free. Tell him don't move. I want to say something.
Yeah, I want to talk.
Hold up, I can't hear you, Unc. Now let me turn this up so I can hear you. Hold up.
You hear me now?
Hold
now?
I can hear you.
You can. Yeah, he need to fix that. Look at him. Right.
Yeah.
You can hear me? You hear me?
You got a little echo.
I don't know why.
Check.
It's you. Come off.
That's me.
Yeah. There you go. Good
Check.
Check.
Oh, I got an echo like it.
I don't hear no echo now. You fixed it.
Check 1, 2.
Brother Simon, you came. Please don't leave.
No. Hold on. I gotta hear you and Unc first, and then we can bring him back.
What I want to do is, right, I want everybody to know, man, I'm Anhk West on Facebook, right? And I posted the picture. Okay. And in the picture, I didn't even realize that it was King Simon and his son. So
Me neither.
everybody know me, I don't play with families, right? Like, I don't do that. So I'd just like to apologize to King Simon, okay, and his son. Like, I don't do that. That was a mistake on my part, right? So I didn't even know it was King Simon. So when I went back and looked at the video, I said, "That's goddamn King Simon." He was like, "That's his son." I'm like, "No, I can't do that." So I cropped it out. So I just, like I said, I wanted.
But you know what though? He called me, and he said he was in the picture, and I was like, "What picture?"
I know. I
had to go back and check it out myself.
I didn't know. He right there like this. Look. So
but you know, Simon be all about that good piece, man.
Yeah. So to the listening, also I apologize. So you know what I mean. I always like to stand in case. But I'm gonna let the sister say what she wanted to say real quick, and then I'm gonna get into my thing, because this. I heard King Simon start talking about danger, people losing their life, getting killed. I like that. Stay right there. We're gonna have a grown-up conversation, right, about our lives, right? Our health. Okay, everybody, a snake oil salesman, selling products that could potentially harm people. We're talking about people acting like they're selling cures, vulnerable African Americans, or whatever you want to call yourself, thinking they're getting cures and dying at the end of the day. We're going to have that conversation and find taste. So I don't mind about it. You cannot trick me away from reality. I refuse to hear it. The sob story with it. Matter of fact, Simon was in the New Wapian cult, right? I was in the New Wapian cult. And when we start seeing weird outfits, Simon know. Right now, I'm not saying that what they're in is in a cult. I'm saying it's called it's a red flag on the field, right? Like our antennas are officially up, because we don't want things to happen to us that has happened to us in the past, right? Like study the information, okay? A cult doesn't always mean that everything about it is negative. It never starts out that way. So if you think when I say cult, I mean that the people that are leading the thing are sexually deviant or thieves or criminals, that's not what I'm saying. Okay. What I'm saying is there's a new thing that's popped up and they're called internet cults, right? Like we're in that generation. It's simple as that. Like we're there. Okay. We represent the people that's going to speak out against that. Right? Maybe if people would have spoke out against the Malachi York thing early in the game, it wouldn't have snowballed to where it did. Absolute power absolutely corrupts. Jim Jones, right? So I'm saying is, I wanted to know what the hell is going on, running around dressed like the Pope, right? I'm gonna let you know that if you got an uncle bigger than this, it's a problem. You're doing a lot. Like it's a potential weapon. The hats, the Pope, the Bible, like I thought we was getting our people out the Bible, right? That's what I thought. See, things that are being transformed right in front of your face, right? Look at the guidelines for a cult. We're starting to check boxes. I'm just saying we're at the threshold, right? I'm saying the lines has been drawn. Everybody know it. Red pill, blue pill, rich. All of them know I say they pseudo as hell. They all ignore me. Dr. Phil Good Valentine, the whole 9 yards. Misinformation, right? Selling products that could potentially harm us. Shout out to Ladocia. Her son died. Buying Dr. Sabi's products, right? Tricked him into thinking he was going to get cured from cancer. And the brother didn't make it. That's a real live experience. We're not gonna play this game. If they get too slick in the mouth, bro, I'm gonna bring the sister on and let her talk about that. If they really want to play this game, right? Dr. Sabi was a charlatan. How do I know? Because none of the things he had could be proven and verified. It's about scientific literacy. It's about controlling your damn beliefs, right? We are, our consciousness has been fractured based off of being living in America, getting here by way of the largest forced migration on planet Earth, kidnapped victims at a high degree, slaves, being mistreated, building a place and not getting given equal status. Had to fight for that to get that. And now we here, and now we got a whole community designed to literally claim they fighting against the white man, but using all the deviant white people. I've never heard of that, bro. Like where they get that at? Like all you got to do is type it in. Type in New Age. Type in Madame Blavatsky. If you start seeing books with the occult on it, yo, tear that shit up. It's trash. It's anti-scientific.
But let me say this, but do we throw the baby away with the bathwater?
Yeah, you burn it. Because we've seen it. We listen.
What about the people that was healed?
That was what?
What about the people that was healed by Dr. Sabi?
Nobody was ever healed by Dr. Sabi.
The sister from TLC said she was healed.
I'm not listening to that. That's a bunch of nonsense, right?
And you have other people also that say that also do.
Not at all. There's no verification on that. That's a bunch of crap. Because all
you what about the people that went to court? What about the people that went to court and said that they were?
Yeah, man. You know what? That's our next show. We you know what? That's what you do the best. You take that information, yo, and you crack it. So right. I'm gonna give it to you.
Because I'm asking you the hard question, right? Because the way that you crack it is the way I do it on Morris Road TV. You show and prove.
Yep.
You show and prove. So if you're able to show and prove without rhetoric and just straight fact, then it's debunked. It's done.
Correct.
It's done.
Never that stuff occurred. So y'all can say what they want to say. I'm bashing. No, I'm saying that the world, we are space age Africans. The world has moved forward. Yeah. You know, like they got like come on, man. You got the James Webb telescope. Okay, that they're starting to find exoplanets, right? They can look Man, that's a time machine. Y'all talking about being pseudo. I'm saying in real time, you got the James Webb is the damn time machine. It looks back 13 billion years. It can tell different atmospheres and different star systems. Like, what y'all talking about? Y'all don't even gotta make it up. You can just be scientifically literate and get with the program of understanding the natural world and how it works. Right?
Let me get with May Muda real quick, and then we're gonna build.
Sis.
Sister May Muda, she's from Stone Mountain, and she's have organized on Stone Mountain, as well as every time something move on Stone Mountain, she want to know what's going on. So I wanna let her chime in, ask her what's going on.
Hey, GS. Man, brother Anhk, we need to get down to it, brother. We need to get down to it. Let's keep it real. I'm gonna speak on behalf of Southerners. And what we need to really get down to is the fact. Y'all get into all this pseudo and all these books and all this unprovable stuff, and y'all brothers go back and forth, and y'all spend a lot of energy doing that. You know, battling each other. I'm not interested in any of that. I'm going to start off by saying, first of all, Dragon Con was last weekend. Do y'all know what Dragon Con is? Dragon Con is a cosplay organization that gets together and they do a parade in Atlanta and they dress up. They're adults. And there's a lot of cosplay in the black community, especially the conscious community. People putting on outfits and playing out parts, whether it's superheroes, G.I. Joes, or saviors. We have a lot of that going on. And I'm going to speak as a Southerner. Let's get down to what's really going on. We got a lot of people who are coming down from Harlem, from the Bronx. They're coming down from Brooklyn, and they have lost their hustle game. They can't make no money in New York. So they come down here to Black Atlanta, and they want to sell oil, snake oil. They come down here telling people if they take CMOS, it's going to save them from all these different things. These people have been folding table hustlers up north, and now the hustle game is come down south. And I'm sick and tired of it. There's ruining the conscious community. All this pseudo crazy crap, these online classes, you know, it's a lot. I don't fool with it. I stay away from it because I don't need that. But that's what you see here. This is manifesting right here. And I'm going to talk about, yeah.
Real quick. You know, you go by May the Alchemist, and I have you to be a spiritualist type person. You know what I mean? When you look at what's going on now and what you stand for, how does it level up? You know what I'm saying? Because you're May the Alchemist. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're a spiritual person.
Absolutely.
And I found you to be authentic.
As hell.
Yeah, I find you that. So I'm just saying, you just like me. I'm a Moorish American. I consider myself to be authentically Moorish American.
Yeah.
And when I look out there and see those weird people representing it, I got something to say. How does that level up to what you stand on?
Well, yeah, an alchemist. My spiritual path is that I follow universal law. I don't have leaders. I'm not looking for no cults. I'm not looking for nobody to lead me. And I am guided by my own divine nature. Okay. And one of the things that has happened in my life, I moved to Stone Mountain some 10 years ago. And in the process, the ancestors revealed to me that I am the mountain guardian. And I know that may sound crazy, but I have had
Watch out, Anhk on the show. Don't say too much. He the God killer.
I have had a calling on my life, and there's work to do here. And what I keep coming across I've been on this show. That's how I found your show initially, because Grandmaster Jay, another cosplay clown, decided that he wanted to come to my mountain and stir up some shit.
Oh yeah.
And I am. Let me just give a little background here. You know what is my issue? Do I care about people dressing up like the Pope? No. Do I care if he goes up there as Queen Elizabeth next week? No, I don't care. I don't care what they put on. They can put on a Spider-Man or a Superman outfit next week. I do not care. But what I am concerned about, and what I'm going to be heard on very clearly, is that this mountain has a lot of politics. It has a lot of liberation work. And there's a war between the North and the South The Old South is being fought right here in Stone Mountain, and I am leading the charge. And I don't have to go. You Google me, Maymuna Freeman, and I don't have to tell you what I do. But I have driven the Marriott up out of this mountain, literally. I have driven Coca-Cola up out of this mountain. I have driven the management company of 20 years out of this mountain to the effect that I have made them lose $20 million. Do you guys know why? And this is my question to King Simon. Why can't you talk to somebody who is here with the community, working in the community, living here? Why can't you have a discussion? Why won't you speak to me? That's the thing I keep seeing with these people that come to this area. They're from up north or they're from somewhere else and they want to be activists. They will not speak to the local people. They run from you. King Simon will not have a conversation with me. I tried to talk to the brother Blue Pill today. He will not have a conversation with me. How are you a leader? How are you a community organizer? How are you somebody who's supposed to lead people to liberation and you marching up a Confederate mountain? You're sitting up there walking up the stairs. I mean, not the stairs, but the walkway to the mountain. And there are Confederate flags. Confederate flags waving. Did y'all notice that? How woke are y'all? There are carvings of Confederate generals. And this is my concern. Do not invite black people to a Confederate monument. Do you guys know there's slave cabins there? Do y'all know that? They have a pretend plantation there so that white people can come and pretend to be massa. It is a whole plantation. The whole mountain and everything about it is reenacting slavery. And y'all are walking up in there with costumes. You don't understand. There's a war at hand. The GBI is involved. I had Governor Kemp call me to his office because I have destroyed that mountain. And when I have black people inviting other black people to come there and spend money, I got a problem. I got a serious problem. Now you stepping on my toes because you messing with my ancestral work and my calling. And I'm trying to talk to brothers to find common ground. But you say you a leader. I got smoke. You say you a leader and a community organizer. And you say you spiritual, but you can't talk to have common ground. Come on now. Come on now. Where you at?
So
where you at?
Sis, we listen. So I just want to tweak that just a little bit. You start off with y'all online, that's what y'all doing. No, I'm the God killer. I fix the fixer. I make it so your conversation that you just said makes sense. If we don't got scientific literacy, financial literacy, then how do we know when somebody is telling the truth? And how do we know what to do with our money? So the scientifically literate piece is the piece that separates the men from the boys, the women from the children, sis.
Okay, and how does this relate practically? Tell me the practical
coming with the hustle. How do we know that? Tell me the
practical relation, brother. What is that directly?
Say it again.
Tell me easily and directly, what does this have to do, what you're saying? How does it apply to this?
Because they're snake oil salesmen,
Got
like
it.
you said.
Got it.
But how do we know? What tool do we use to determine whether what they have makes sense or not, whether it works, right? Are we wrong for saying that? There are tools in place that humanity has developed. So we need to use those tools. And I'm saying you're right and exact. How do I know that you're right and exact? Based off of scientific literacy. It's not that complicated. So I'm with you with your fight to determine who has what they supposed to have and who does not. Because your mouth can say anything.
Well, I don't care if they're going up there pretending to be God or whatever. That's not my concern.
I'm not talking about pretending to be God. Me neither.
Whatever the case may be, I don't care about their religious following. Me and you were on different paths. Mine is a political or social agenda. And what I'm trying to tell these brothers, that I just wanted to find out why they can't have a conversation.
Let's bring it on home real quick.
Hold on, babe. No, listen. We need the politics. These people run away from politics. Shout out to Kazende, Black Dot Bookstore.
Ashe.
Y'all know where I'm at.
Ashe.
Black Dot Bookstore. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Tariq. Negas Footwear. Y'all know what it is, man. Them two brothers, man. Them two brothers help me out.
We was talking about, man, Tariq was talking about you today.
All right. Shout out to
Tariq.
I gotta shout out the two black men in my life, you know what I'm saying, that stood up for me. right? And I'm talking about with business opportunities.
Yep, we was talking about grinding today.
See, allow me to
Reed.
invest my bread. So I got, and they didn't flim-flam me and they didn't fake me out. Okay, so sis, what I'm telling you is that politics is essential for survivability on planet Earth. Scientific literacy is the foundation of all of that. Gotta have those things working for you. Okay, so you're right. That hustle is gone. Now they want to come down here and they want to hustle everybody else.
But let me be the angel's advocate. What about you know they were just shooting up your block, your old block years ago here in Baltimore, Shirley Avenue, and now you in Atlanta. Is that the reason you came to Atlanta? I'm being the angel's advocate. Why are you in Atlanta?
I came to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, to change my life and to retire from the life I was living.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm wanting to give back. Okay? And I'm giving back. Man,
so
shout out
how are you
little killers. So
how are you able to critique from the computer from what you see on the screen? You know what I'm saying? Because one of the arguments is like, hold up, Anhk wasn't there. How can Anhk critique something that he wasn't even there? And my conversation with everybody today was, listen, my conversation with everybody today was, listen, I'm only interviewing and have a conversation with Anhk concerning his posts, and we will get into how he can come up with this observation of his posts. And so with that being said, how did you come up with this observation? In fact, let me share it real quick to give it some context. How did you come with the observation of this post right here? You said Purple Valley Ministry, tap into Crystal Church of Life. Now I think you're playing and being facetious, but anywho, it says, talk to the universe through crystal and wait for the answers instead of building a real life with real work. The closer you stay in reality, the better off you are as human, let alone living black in America.
That's all the sister's saying right there.
Take off the costumes and take off the costume jewelry off and start living. Now,
see, that's all that sister's saying. She's saying she has a real situation.
Right.
Politics. Right. And by them not being in reality, scientific literacy keeps you grounded in reality. They can't see what you're saying, sis. Now you get my point. Thanks for reading that, bro. Appreciate you. There you go, sis. So my fight is your fight.
But how did you come up with that? Man,
I spent 5 years in the cold, bro, and I know what it is. I can smell it. I can see it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a bloodhound for the fraud. I can smell a coat.
I mean, come on, yo.
I don't think Blue and Pill in a coat though. Those my brothers though.
No, see, watch this. Nobody won't look it up, right? I said it doesn't necessarily have to be negative. Everything about a coat is not negative, right? But the negative piece is when we start selling this nonsense and supporting crazy ass medicines, fake, like, dude, like, we're not doing that. We talk about worrying about the health of people or worrying about somebody getting shot because the federal government gonna think it's a cult and run down on somebody. Yo, but what about all the black people who lose their life? There's no way of checking the bottles of stuff that the community be selling people. Who's checking that? Like, what's the batch number? So if you put out 100 bottles, right? What are the batch numbers? If somebody gets sick, can they say,
you gonna mess up Anhky business, man?
Bottle, bro. This is the batch number on that bottle. Can we check it to see what it is? What's the potency in the bottle? Is it the same amount of whatever you think you got in each and every bottle? Who checked that? Who did that? Right? So people will mark. Hold on. People will mark the FDA all day long, but open up their refrigerator and eat some FDA approved food.
Let me do a shameless drop, please. This is get your Old Moore's Gourmet hot sauce. We sell it on tahakabay.com. There is a batch number on there. You can find out the batch number. Yeah, it's the nutritional facts. We make it here at the Moorish Science Temple of America. It's sealed, not made in your kitchen. It's sealed and it is USDA approved. Yeah. Old Moorish Gourmet. There it is. Our
Okay,
own hot
that's
sauce.
gonna get
And as Unc say, its own batch number. I'm gonna send you Unc, and I'm gonna send Maymuna one, and y'all tell me what y'all think. If you don't like hot sauce, just take a dab and tell me what you think.
You know
It's
I
the
like
real
hot
deal.
sauce, boy.
That's
On
right.
that chicken
On
box.
that chicken box. But
look.
serious, but Unc, you're right, Unc. And one of the things that I wanted to do when a member of ours in the temple, we was talking about creating a product for the temple. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't with one of them oil things that you get from Track Auto or AutoZone, and you pouring it in the bottle on your countertop. I wanted to be sure that we wasn't going to create a product like that. I wanted our product to compete with those products that we go up into the grocery store, Kroger's, or wherever we go. Our product could sit beside it proudly and compete. So I get your point on that, bro. I don't want that other stuff. It's too dangerous.
You took advantage. You took advantage of the system, bro. Like, and we are intelligent enough to do this. That's all the sister's doing. She's taking advantage of the politics in her community. This is exactly what we're supposed to do. This is the real fight. Being educated enough to understand where you at and
Well,
know how to manipulate where you at.
let me explain a little bit deeper why I'm irritated and upset. This
Go ahead,
happens
sis.
all the time. We have Confederates, we have neo-Nazis, we have all these different people who think they can come to this community. It's a predominantly black community, and they
Yes,
want to
it is.
descend on the community, and they want to bring all this chaos here because it is a state park and it's open to the public. So I deal with fighting. I'm a Confederate hunter. I hunt Confederates. I remove them. I fight this fight. It's not a joke. You better ask them about me if you don't know. All them Confederates hate me because I shut them down. And what I don't think people understand is that these black folks are walking into a invisible war they cannot see. I have legislation down at the state capitol directly aimed at Stone Mountain. I have lobbyists down at the Capitol. We are trying to remove the Confederacy and all the symbols that are at that park. I have starved that park financially. And what I'm seeing is this particular group, if they are inviting black people, and they tend to do this and get bigger and bigger. I saw at least about 60, 70 people there. Let's do the math. 60, 70 people go into a Confederate park paying $15, $20 to park for the day. Y'all do the math. Do the math.
Whoa. That's one thing that I didn't consider.
That's what I'm mad about.
The financial reward to the oppressor.
Yes.
Because that's pretty steep.
It is. And if they come every Sunday and they have all these new black folks, they are literally feeding the Confederacy while I'm over here killing and starving and stabbing the Confederacy. And you are in direct conflict of what my ancestors have sent me here to do. To remove the racism and the white supremacy. And if you are going to feed it, you are in direct conflict with myself and a whole lot of other powerful lawmakers.
That is an amazing,
and everything else.
Sis, out of all the things that we're going to discuss tonight, I think that is one of the most amazing, profound points. Because one of the things, like, we can't avoid to making a contribution to some of our oppression unknowingly. But the moment that we know, we should make adjustments.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Nah, I think that was a profound statement right there, because a lot of times we make contribution to our oppression and we don't know it.
Absolutely.
But the moment that we know it, we're supposed to make an adjustment.
But Brother Taharka Bey, if you could even talk to people who call themselves leaders, you see, that's why my first question was, Brother Simon, don't go anywhere. You hit them up privately and you try to be diplomatic and you try to talk to black people. We're supposed to be brothers and sisters. Ain't that what we call each other? And somebody talking to you and they're saying, this is who I am. This is what I want from you. I have an agenda. I have a concern. Can we talk as community? And they shut you down. They don't want to hear what you got to say.
King Simon ain't set you down. People. That's my brother. He wouldn't set you down.
Oh, he did. Oh, brother, he did.
Not King Simon.
He said, carry on, sister.
No, not King Simon.
Yes, him.
Kim Simon is one of the
He's
most
not trying
diplomatic
to have a
brothers I ever met.
conversation. No, he told me he didn't want to talk because he said the FBI and the CIA might be listening, and there's no need to talk and tell them the secrets. I don't have no damn secrets.
They was already listening on the
I
video
know
on
this.
Brick's channel.
I know this.
they
You can't
listened
stop no
down.
ears. You can't stop no ears and eyes.
Take your phone, Darker.
Yeah, they listened down. But with that being said, how did we get here?
We got here, and I want you to go ahead and play that. That's how we got here.
Okay.
All right, hold on. hold on. You want me to play it through the phone, or you want me to go to it?
No, go to it and play it on the thing.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Stop for a second. Let me set it up.
So, I had a lot of people running on the post where you just trying to get, what they say, some clout. What the hell? How the hell I'm going to get clout off of them? Off of that.
I think by now people know how provocative you are. I wanted to even ask you about but that's another show. We got to do some shows, man, because them people over there, man, they keep on fighting with the Hebrews, man. You got some provocative statements that I like. You say you honor the queen. Good goodness and great. Now I don't agree with you on that one.
It was like some parody. It was some look. It's like we always say we kings and queens, right?
Right.
And in reality, kings and queens honor kings and queens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To be a king and a queen, you got to murder up something. You got to take some land and take some resources and fuel the empire. Whether you're in Africa, whether you're in Asia, whether you're in Mesoamerica, North America, point blank, that's what empires do. They conquer other territories. So, I was being funny because we always saying we can't.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But
we make African people float across the green Sahara. They just float. They ain't never did nothing.
But you are well known to be outspoken and to make statements that could be considered controversial. So I don't know why anybody would be surprised anyway. You're known for that.
Yeah, but I'm not doing it on purpose. Somebody got to do it though. Somebody got to step up and bring the intelligent conversation to the surface. It's just essential. Like, we're not gonna sit here and get dummied down by bad information where other communities have access to this information, where people like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X lost their damn life so that we could have equal access to information. Specifically, Martin Luther King, Thurgood Marshall. You know what I'm saying? They was the winners. They got us in a position where we can have at least fair access. So why aren't we taking advantage of it? We're supposed to take advantage of it.
But look what you're saying, brother Anhk. You're talking about people organizing communities. Do you know that the building block of organizing communities is actually communicating with people? People you agree with and disagree with. You have a lot of pseudo people, that's what I'm trying to get to, that come down here and they don't want to talk to people and be accountable to the local people. They don't. They want to come and do what they want to do. And when you try to talk to them, how can you build community as Black people? How can you call yourself conscious and you can't have a conversation? You're afraid to even talk. You won't even step to the table. You got to explain that to me. But we Black and we brothers and we sisters and we all this and that. Where's that unity? Where is it?
I'm going to tell you this, and this is just my observation over the years of what we call the conscious community. A lot of times it's a lot of money on the line that don't nobody see. And sometimes if that conversation go off the track, them purse strings could be cut. Now, I'm not saying that this is this situation, but I know, and I know Anhk know too, it's a lot of money to be made talking this type of stuff. It's a lot of products to be sold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and many people, you'll notice that many people, this is all they do. And Anhk called it good. He said, social media cults. This is what they do. And I'm not saying that's what red pill and blue pill do. I'm just saying, because those are my brothers, but I'm just saying that when I see the Pope demonstration, I'm like, what's going on?
Cosplay, but go ahead.
I'm like, what's going on? Like, do I really have to do that to get my point across? I don't have to do that to get my point across. But he may have to. And I would love to speak with him to hear his rationale of that.
And, it's interesting because there's a lot of uniforms. There's a lot of costumes that day because there were police coming up there, right? 9/11. There were a lot of fire department. There's a lot of costumes going on. So I guess these folks is walking in the middle of the fire department and the police department. That's interesting. That's interesting.
But Blue Pill and Real Pill, man, they fly. They know how to trick they outfits out. They don't gotta go by way of King David crowns and you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. They ain't got to do that. Like, they already fly. They already got their own
Kings County in the building.
Yeah.
Kings County in the building.
Yeah, they got
the Moors, they the one that had the most flyest Moorish clothes I've ever seen. To this day.
All that shit
you ain't even gotta be Moorish and you're gonna like that.
Right. They got the fly shit, man. They don't got it. I'm saying, yo, I feel like that's borderline super disrespectful. To take us back in that vein.
To who?
To African Americans. Right, play that.
You want to play that?
Play that. That's it. That'll speak for itself.
Okay.
Peace to the family on behalf of Mineral Ministry, Lionsgate Ministry, courtesy of Pope Pablo. We want to say thank you for attending our amazing 11th sermon titled Pillars to the Post. Right, we were able to bring family into our outside ministries today. Outside ministries. So we are here, right? The etymology of church means circle. And we're the Mineral Ministry, so we have a church that's built out of stone with a tree of life fashioned right in the center, and the plaque on it is the 1944 plaque. So we are home here in the circle of stone in the forest somewhere in Atlantis doing God's work. So we want to say thank you for tapping in. See you next sermon.
What's wrong with that, brother?
Peace to the family on behalf of Mineral Ministry, Lionsgate Ministry.
What's wrong with that?
Talk to the sister. Does she know where they was at? Ask her.
This whole thing, y'all. You
told me play it.
Look at it, brother Taharka. Listen, the thing is this.
Man, got. We on Park Heights Avenue, just chopping it up right now.
You got these people that they're calling themselves leaders, but they're not even aware. Right. Just like Grandmaster Jay. He goes into a park and he don't know where he's going. He don't know the terrain. He ain't studied nothing. He don't know no history, got no information. So he ends up being led by the park officials around following behind the police. You see how crazy that looks? And when you're not conscious and you're not aware, you are not a leader. You're leading people blindly. You don't know where you're going and you don't know what you're walking them people into. You have no idea. Do them people know? Did you tell them the history? Did you even know the history? That you're actually feeding a Confederate park? That you're walking up a mountain that's covered by, a carving of Confederate generals? The fact that this is sponsored by the state. I saw somebody who's ignorant in the chat say that this belongs to the city of Atlanta. No, it doesn't. It doesn't belong to DeKalb County. It belongs to the state of Georgia. It used to be owned by a Klans member who used to burn and kill black people at Stone Mountain. And in 2017, I did research and I found out they had a permit to burn a flag to burn a cross at Stone Mountain. The Klan ain't went nowhere. This ain't nothing new. And so what I'm saying is if you call yourself a leader, don't lead black people into foolishness. How you gonna liberate somebody marching on a Confederate monument? And do not tell me that you changing the energy. No, you're not. You are feeding the beast. Let me tell you why. Because every single time a black person, unless you guys walked your asses from Stone Mountain Village in and didn't pay $1, all of y'all just fed the Confederacy. You are self-hating Negroes. If you go into that park and you drive and you park and you get a pass, you are self-hating Negroes. You are a white supremacist. You are no better than the Klan. I want to be clear about that. And ain't no pseudo about this. If you drive into that park and you get a pass, or you get a park for that day, a ticket of anything, you buy Coca-Cola over there, you have just contributed to self-hatred for black people. There is a whole war going on. So I want to say this to y'all. You may not have known, and that's all I wanted to do was talk to some of y'all to have a little understanding to meet common ground. But I couldn't even get audience with you guys because you were too nervous. I don't know if you Googled me or what your reason was that you couldn't have a conversation with a sister that stands 5'3" on a phone. But this is the thing. This is the thing. I want everybody to know that Stone Mountain Park is a Confederate park. There is a battle in the state between the legislature. Go look it up, SB 277. And we are trying to shut down that park. We have starved it out financially. And I'm asking you all, if your leaders can't see and they don't understand how important it is, if you want to walk up there, go ahead. But don't park there. Don't give the Confederacy, I beg you. Do not give the Confederacy black dollars. You hand your crystal money to somebody who hustles the money, and then you take that same crystal money up to the mountain to the Confederates and give it to them. What is it? What is that? What is that? Please, you guys, do not park at that place and give them $2,000, $3,000 to build the Confederacy. I beg you, do not spend your money on the Confederacy and show yourself and prove yourself to hate yourself. Please don't.
You hear that, King Simon? I don't think you all the research with them numbers, brother. I don't know, brother. What y'all them? Oh my goodness, King Simon. But let me say this. Homie that shot Ricky. I actually talked to Blue today. I invited Blue and Pill on the show. They declined. They declined, and I even invited them. I said they can come on after Anhk. I said because Anhk may be a little bit controversial and it might get back and forth, but that's that 25th Street. That's that 25th Street vibe. It is what it is. So I invited them to come after Anhk and tell us what's exactly going on. And all due respect, it was declined. So now is Anhk going to lay it out from what he see what's going on?
I think that the sister adds a crucial piece to it. She spoke about going places and not understanding the lay of the land. If you're fighting to be revolutionary, you need to understand your environment. What are you actually doing? What are you really promoting? What are you feeding at the end of the day?
Yes.
Like as spiritual as they is, as soon as they hit that park, the spirit supposed to came over them, boom, and let them know, don't do that. See what I'm saying? See, it don't really work that way though. It works like the sister did. She researched it.
Oh man, you put up a tough argument, man.
I'm just saying, like you.
What they supposed to do?
Somebody did what he told them. Somebody
what they supposed to do?
And say, don't do that. See, that's not how it works. You would think it would happen.
The ancestors
would have fell in and told them. See, all that humming, and all that nonsense, bro. That's not it. The sister has a credible. She has a foundational, credible understanding of that damn park and what's going on.
Because she lived there and she been protecting that thing. But like she told you, me and her met because I was addressing Grandmaster Jay from the first time he stepped on the park. That's how we came in contact. Yeah, so not only does she have history in how the park is laid out and what it represents and who represented it and she has been fighting for it to be what it's supposed to be, as opposed to what it's been.
No, everybody doesn't know. A lot of people don't know that it's Confederate.
I mean, when you actually from Georgia or been living down here,
right? When you're not from here, you don't know, and even people who are from here don't know. And the thing is, it's beautiful. And I heard that Brother Simon talked about the beauty. Y'all, Stone Mountain is beautiful. It has a Native American history, but don't sit here and screw up the political war that is happening between the state and black folks. Don't screw that up. Don't be a self-hating Negro. That's all I'm asking y'all not to do.
Hey Simon. Hey Simon, would you speak to Sister May?
They need to speak off air.
I can't hear him. Can he just come on? StreamYard? We can't hear Taharka.
Hold up, say it again.
I can't hear. We can't hear.
She can't hear you, yo.
Hold up, they can't hear you.
We can't hear.
Hold up. Hold up, I'm trying to get you on my speaker. Let me turn
Why
you up.
can't he just call in StreamYard?
All right, go ahead.
I mean,
You see how they do? They hide behind
I
everything.
mean, well, King Simon, that's not, you know what I mean? He don't
Anybody can get on StreamYard. We're not above it.
Yeah, he don't
That's
have.
the problem.
I don't think it's that. King Simon just don't. He don't.
Hold
like
up 1 second. They can't hear you. They can't hear you. Hold up.
Technology.
I'm gonna give you another number to call, and I can bring you in. But it's gonna be a phone number though. Hold on.
So Tahaka. So
Yes,
let me
sir.
say this though. So a lot of people these days, they don't want to have a conversation of the back and forth. That's why setting them tapped out and everybody just run to their little corner. So it's not fashionable to have a conversation like we don't like we can't be civilized and have a conversation.
That's the
So
part I don't like, oh. That's the part I don't like, oh.
Nobody wants to be challenged on their bullshit. Nobody wants to have a real intelligent conversation without cussing each other out. Like, and I'm not saying I ain't famous for cussing people out, but that's because they earn it, right? But I'm saying I got enough sense to know when I'm on certain platforms and I'm up for the conversation. Like, you know, like who's going to be responsible for the welfare of our people at the end of the day, right? Who? So that's my.
You got too many sheep out here. Everybody want to be led, and they don't even think about the quality of the leader. That's what be killing me. But we liberate.
You know. One of the things I noticed is that no one really wants to take responsibility as to what's really going on. Like, would it be so hard to say, listen, take it or leave it? This is what it is. This is what it was. This is why I dress like this. This is why I talk like this. This is why I move like this. Like, we to the point now, like, I think Red Pill said it on the video. He said something to the effect that, hold on, let me pull it up. I think he said something to the effect, basically, this is that time. 1 second.
Ever since Pablo been poping.
Poping. He been poping.
Pablo been poping. A lot of things been. Seeing them carrying their seeds. Give it up to them.
Yes.
This is 1 mile up. This is 1 mile up. You got little children that break. Ever since Pablo been poping.
Poping. He been poping.
Pablo been poping. A lot of things been moving around. Ding dong. Ding dong. Let's talk about how the great divine speaks through signs. Let's talk about how this day is divinely aligned. Let's talk about how the universe is conspiring for us. Pablo.
So he's saying that this is a day of divine. Hold up. He's saying that this is a day of divine and how the universe is conspiring in the benefit of what they're doing. With that being said, one of my concerns as a Moorish American, now people got a lot of interpretation of what Moors stand for and what we represent because of the crazy convoluted information on the internet. But one of my major concerns is, how do we get economically free? How do we get spiritually free? How do we get, because people get the concept that Moorish science is, oh, it's just another religion. And I don't see it like that, nor do I teach it like that. But when I see things like this, I'm really thinking about how this oppressor moves. Like, this oppressor has a system in place, and we have yet to put one in place to combat it. And that's one of my concerns when I see people coming together. Like, I'm the Grand Sheik of a temple. I'm the Grand Sheik of a group of Moors, a body of Moors. And we have a system that we work towards to combat oppression. It's not on the internet, of course. You know what I mean? Why would I do that? You know what I mean? But when I see our people coming together and I'm like, what are we going to do to fight this oppression? And then I hear Sister May say, hold up, it's making a contribution to the oppressive system. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of my concerns. You know what I mean? Now, I wasn't there. So, I wasn't there. So I don't know what the conversation was about. But it really doesn't, from imagery, it doesn't look like a formidable opponent to this oppressive white supremacist system. It just doesn't look like a formidable opponent. And they might say the same thing about me too, but it just doesn't. You follow what I'm saying? The floor is yours, all.
So to be a formidable opponent, you first have to be politically literate. You have to be financially literate, and you absolutely have to be scientific literate. Scientific literacy is essential for working in the community. You can just look up the definition. Maybe I'll pull up the definition. Like it's right in the depth, and it's crazy. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Understanding your civic duties all come out of scientific literacy. Most people don't even know that.
Cultural duties.
Cultural
Being on
duties.
code. Being on code.
So someone said, some say it was for the spiritual, hold on. It was for their spiritual uplifting. I don't think we can argue with that, or can we?
No, okay. So what are we doing here? So we want the spirit. Okay, let's get real technical. So actually, spiritual systems, religion, okay, which is the interchangeable. Spiritual religion systems are systems designated by culture in geographical regions, and so you develop a system based off of the plants, based off the environment. You might have a river, you might have certain trees, and you deify these things because these things are essential in your survivability. You deify them, you make them special. Your ancestors are there, they buried, the ground becomes sacred because your ancestors died, and you always want to make the pilgrimage to your ancestors. This is age-old traditions. Fine. But you ain't goddamn Georgia. You know what I'm saying? And you're on a hill owned by some crazy white people. You developing a whole system based off of the Catholic Church, imagery. A picture's worth 1,000 words. It's mumble jumble, bro. There's no consistency in what's really going on. Listen, but I'm not even caring about that. I'm saying at the end of the day, you take African artifacts, you change them to Catholic Church, okay? It's leading people in a certain mentality that will make them vulnerable for buying certain crazy things that could potentially put them in harm's way, bro. See, that's my issue. The snake oil salesman, the whole community sells this product, the sea moss, the herbs, the spices, the bacons, all that, bro. And me saying this, people act like I'm saying something wrong.
Well, one of the things that I observe, right, because I consider myself to be a researcher. I've grown into being a researcher, if you will. Maymuda mentioned that the brothers, sisters, whomever come from New York, and they come down there, and I know King Simon said, there's a quartz, it's energy there. Well, they have plenty of places like that also. You have this place in New York State, Shawangunk Ridge, and this is all quartz here. You know what I'm saying? But no one attempted to go to Shawang because ain't nobody there. You see what I'm saying? The highlights are not there for. But this is I think this is a decent place to go. And for instance, if you go down here, it'll tell you that right here, lower Shawangunk Formation. If you get down here, you can find out that this is full of quartz here. You know what I mean? Yeah. These are they were diamonds and everything. You know what I mean? So this is powerful. This is extremely powerful to touch and feel the ancestors from the far beyond. It's right in New York. You only got to go that far. Upstate New York. I'm just joking. Blue and red. I just had to throw that in.
Oh, you know what's interesting?
It's true though. It makes you think why Georgia? Why Georgia? Why Georgia? You know what I mean?
And people can move where they want to move, yo. Because
why Georgia? But we starting to see that in Georgia, especially Atlanta, has been a migration of our people for the past 25, 30 years. You feel what I'm saying? And so as our people have migrated, now people are looking for that the Prophet Noble Drew Ali makes a statement that man loves to follow and not to lead. They looking for something to follow. Because I know I've been to the ATL. Good goodness gracious, that thing is going this way, that way, and I mean, man, it's just moved. The pace is just like any other city down there. You know what I'm saying? And now when you get into the culture of NYC or the Baltimores and the major cities, and you put that in the South, man, that becomes a whole nother influence. And I think people looking for something to follow, people looking for something to gravitate to. Is anything wrong with that?
Yeah. No. Well, personally, I'm not. I don't care about what you believe. I care about what you know, because you can have a Muslim Christian that actually, practice scientific literacy. That's not the point, man. The point is the misinformation being represented as some type of ancient way of life that's going to cause our people to prosper in the age of science and technology. That's not going to happen, bro.
Right.
And so they really got us believing and acting like we in the damn Stone Age. Stone Age people picked up a rock, and thought it had power and worshipped it, bro. And thought the crystal actually had some kind of connection to their world.
Dude, the crystal got power.
Now, I'm gonna say this again. Stone Age people picked up a rock, and based off the color of the rock, the way the sun hit it, they thought it had some kind of power to it. The Vikings, you know what they did with a certain crystal? They used it to sail the seas because it could always pick up the sun, based off the way the crystal was made.
But brother, everything has a vibration. You do have to acknowledge that.
Well, we got Simon in the building. Let me see if y'all can hear Simon real quick.
Let me finish my point. I'm gonna close it out. A rock can tell you everything about the cosmos. A rock, but we choose to make it something that is not.
One moment, brother.
Go ahead.
Hey, can y'all hear King Simon? Say something, King Simon. Can y'all hear?
No.
All right, let me turn him up. Let me
think, man. Oh, they probably don't want to come on.
Why can't he just call in like everybody else? Like it's not hard.
All right, say something, King Simon.
Click the.
Hello, peace.
How about now? Can y'all hear now? All right, go ahead, King Simon.
Hey, what's up? You was asking me something earlier before we got off.
So let me ask. I forget. Y'all can hear him though.
Yeah, can you make it a little clearer, more crisp?
Not really, because he's on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, King Simon, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, sir.
Oh, y'all can hear. Somebody said. All right.
Yes,
so what I wanted to ask you was, when you mentioned that Stone Mountain is a quartz and now granted, why is it out of all places, Atlanta is the destination, if you will?
Well, I'm on the Adirondack in New York because I used to go there with my family, and those are places that, like Stone Mountain, have infiltrated the indigenous. The indigenous have been infiltrated because before it got there, I know that sister knows the indigenous people were there. No doubt. I'm living around the corner from the small burial grounds that I had to give salute to of some of the indigenous that lived on Stone Mountain. They got a small one, a very small burial ground. It's not that I go to Stone Mountain because I moved down to Georgia because I have 12 grandchildren out here. And I did get into that mountain region for free because I found out that day that I could get into that state for free because my son told me about it because he's the one that was taught outside of the mountain and more. I wish I would have known from before. I would have told everybody to go do that. I wish I would have known.
What did he say? What did he say? What did he say?
Oh, man.
He wish he would have known what?
She said, what did you just say? You wish you would have known what?
That he was speaking about, I just found day that there was a free walk-up, and I would have went through that. I would have told everybody if I would have knew that there was a free walk-up.
Oh,
But brother, I tried to talk to you. I've tried to talk to you several times. Y'all don't want to talk. You just can't even talk. I'm 5'3". I'm a sister, and I'm approachable, and I'm diplomatic. I'm a community leader. I told you to Google me. I want to talk. I want to have a conversation, a civil conversation, an exchange of ideas. And you decline. You just told me, go ahead with your work, sister. Go ahead with your work. That's what you tell me.
And just like I said, in the last thing you said, you are a community. Nobody does that just so you know, not necessarily including government of state. I said, no, you're emotionally capable, and I am not entertaining that on this apparatus. Respectfully, I said that. I know what to say and what not to say on these apparatus. I know CIA, FBI always monitor me. I come from a school under Dr. Khalid. I come from a different school than most people. I come from a school that has been infiltrated, and men have been hurt, and women have been hurt. So if you would say, you sent me a lot of these pictures from early, and I researched you, I checked it out, and you asked me about me doing any events in Stone Mountain. I said, I'm not doing events on top of the mountain. I'm doing an event in a black-owned venue, which is 5380. I'm doing a Oswald Crazy event in 5380. Now, I don't just do events in Stone Mountain. I do events in New York. I do events in Florida. I do events wherever I want to do it because I like to hug it. I'm a promoter. I'm a promoter. And if you wanted to meet with me off of this apparatus, I have no problem meeting you in like Black Dot at my brother's spot, Black Dot at the restaurant and eat. I got no problem with that because I'm not afraid of you and I'm not afraid of nobody. That's why I call people like Anhk and I call people like Tahaka and Amano to talk to you. You check me a lot of stuff, and I'm a busy man. It's not like I'm just out here just waiting for somebody to tell me what Stone Mountain's all about. I respect your fight like I told you I respect your fight. And I told you that the battle is on all levels. I told you that. It's in the text. I see it in the text. I'm looking at the text now. You sent me a whole lot of stuff. I got your YouTube. I mean, I got your the dissertation about who you are.
Brother Simon, can you hear me?
I used to work with the phone house Indians in Canada that was battling the Europeans and the madness in Canada. I know what you're doing. And I told you I respect. I didn't dismiss it. I just won't talk over the phone with you.
Brother Simon, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So was that your event? Did you host that event? How does that work? I'm just
no. That was Brother Rich, and that was and they allowed me to say a few words. But when I came on, Brother Rich and Red Hill.
Maybe you can give us some clarification, brother. Let me give you some clarification. What was the overall objective? Because, and I'm saying I'm not being facetious one bit, because when we see the imagery, brother, that's what this show is all about. The show is all about the imagery that we see. It's not so much about the commentary, because you know how it go, bro. Many people jump on the imagery before they jump on the commentary. That's the way that the world is today. What was from your position where you stand, even though you wasn't the organizer, what was the ultimate goal of Stone Mountain? Maybe that can make it help people to understand.
The ultimate goal was for us to gather and do a meditative respect for not only our ancestors and let people like Pablo or Paul break down certain knowledge about the grids and all that kind of stuff. And we were also celebrating the Ethiopian New Year, showing respect to the African sovereign, the original African sovereign, especially since the Queen died and all that kind of stuff, because as much as we don't support the Queen of England, but we understood the whole metaphysics behind that whole thing and dying right before the Ethiopian New Year.
With all due respect.
Like I said, it was a meditation. People from Moorish, people from Christian, people from indigenous tribes came up. But what I said, I want to respectfully say what the sister said. If I had knew that there was free parking on Mountain, I found out on East Mountain, right there to go into Stone Mountain, right where we were, I would have told everybody. I didn't find out that until my son showed me.
But let me ask you this, King Simon. Yeah. With all due respect, and you don't have to answer this, were there vendors? Was there prices and anything like that? So what's wrong with that? I don't think nothing is wrong with that then.
No.
No, there was no vendors and none of that crisis stuff. There was none of that. There was no charge to get up there, none of that stuff. It's
Oh.
only,
So what's wrong with that? Oh,
and she's absolutely right. There is a charge to get into that process, get taught for the whole year and all that kind of stuff. But like I said,
So let's not. So listen, the sister has a conversation with what she's fighting for. She's fighting to remove certain elements from the pot, right? Brother Unc is just doing what I've been doing. I'm evaluating real information. I'm going to share my screen on what I'm doing.
here we go.
I don't have a problem with a human being praying to a rock, praying to the damn wall, or praying to the ocean is if it's going to give you some damn power. That's not actually how the world works we live in. The world is controlled by those who understand the natural world. The priests and all that, they get relegated to the sidelines for real. Like, okay, we heard you. Now we're not listening.
Let me say it one more time before Unc start his presentation. Simon, can you hear me? Do you really do anybody really think that no one was going to critique this on social media with the age of TikToks? Absolutely.
We can't hear him.
Brother.
We can't hear him.
Hold up. Oh, I'm about to turn you up. Say it again.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I said I knew there was going to be a critique because I had already gotten a critique about my brother from before when we went up on for the mountain at 611. I already got a critique from somebody in Canada that I know that was very official and all that kind of stuff that I know. I already know that it was going to be critique. But you see, one thing I learned about what we're doing, man, is not everybody is going to love what people are doing, especially from their own spiritual perspective. So every man or woman has the right to be a spiritual alchemist, whatever they want to be. They can have the right to practice whatever spiritual system they want. Everybody has that right.
That's right.
This America is a world. That's how we live in today. I never disrespect. I never disrespect that system. It's just that I will not do it. Y'all know it would be, but I don't want a whole lot of controversy. I was called.
Is he there?
That long on the phone with people like that. But people don't really realize who I am because I know I come from a different school from when I was 14 and had to battle and do security from Howley and Sargon and all these people. So I know what I've been doing in my life in my 65 years of age. I know what I've been doing. Because nobody can't tell me about fighting or helping or working with the community. I know what I've done.
Brother Simon, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you brothers have it, and I'm gonna get off. The only thing I want to say to you, brother.
Hold on.
I can sit down with her and meet with her. I'm not doing all of this emotional stuff.
So what he says, sister, let me say this, and then Sister May Moody goes. He's saying that, and I let me turn this down because I got an echo.
Brother Tahaka, I want to talk to him before you let him go, please.
I can understand what he's saying. He's like he never since today, before today, he never met you or anything like that. So he said he wasn't talking. You know what I'm saying? And I can understand he could call me, he could call Brother Oak. He's known us for years. And so he's like, but he will sit down and talk to you. Would you?
I contacted him a year ago already. Before.
King Simon. Hold up, King Simon. I'm trying to help you, King Simon.
This ain't the first time. This ain't the first time I've spoken with him, and we had a great rapport, and it was very diplomatic. I don't talk to people crazy. That's not who I am. I go to tables and I negotiate with executives and people who make big decisions at the state as well as boardrooms. That's what I do. I'm a diplomat. So I this is a new invitation, but I asked the brother multiple times, can we just speak? The same way I asked Blue Pill. Now, Blue Pill doesn't know me from anybody, and I explained to him my agenda. I told him to Google me, and this is what I want from you, and I just simply want to know, will you guys spend your money? And listen, Brother Simon, this is the only thing I want to say, because I know that Brother Anhk and GS, they got plenty to talk about. But my only comment to you, brother, if you're a leader in the community, especially when you come down south and it's my southern roots and my ancestors that are here, please respect us. Respect us local people. This is my home. And when you guys come, you do have to talk to local people about their place and what you're doing here. That's just basic respect. That's like coming to somebody's house and not being able to just even have a rapport. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all are, everybody's welcome here. You guys are welcome to go to the park. If that's what your spirit, if the ancestors are telling you to go to the top of that mountain and put on whatever outfits, I want you to have that because it's your right, my brother. It's your right. I'm not downing anybody. If that's a cult, have fun. What I'm asking you all to do is not be self-hating black people. Please, please, please do not give that park any money. That's the only message I have for you for Blue Pill. And Brother Simon, I just want to ask you, can you please guarantee that whether you bring 1,000 black people to that hateful park with Confederate signs and symbols and plantations, as much as you think that's important to do, can you please not spend any money and make sure the people you invite don't? That's the only question I have for you. And I would be glad to have a cup of coffee from Ethiopia with you at Black Dot Cultural Arts Center.
Now, my sister, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Don't assume, my sister, that I didn't speak to any locals. Please don't assume. I spoke to one of the council members of Stone Mountain Village, guided me to open and connect with a black home tenure only in Stone Mountain Village. They opened the door. That's why I'm doing it at 5380, because that's owned by my brother Jerome and Lisa. From out of Jersey, and one from out of Louisiana, I believe. A sister from out of Louisiana. And they've been there for 15 odd years. 15 years they've been here. So I did spoke to one of the local council members, a black woman. Miss Little also gave me the blessings of coming in there to do what I had to do. And no, I will not, now that I know there's free parking, I can freely park and walk into the rest. I will tell everybody that they can help me do that. But again, if we don't know, we don't know. But and they didn't tell me that they were
right. And I tried to tell you, brother. I did try to communicate to you. I don't want to go back in circles with that.
Hold on, one second.
Oh, hold on one second. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Let me finish. I do got your text from a year ago, and you came on nicely. You asked me if I'm doing it on top of the mountain. That's very sweet. And then you started bombarding me with a lot of stuff. Like I said, I never met you.
Why you laughing, GS? Why you laughing? I know why you laughing.
You never came up on me. You never ran into me.
Yeah, man.
Again, like I said, I have no problem.
King Simon keep a good answer. I'm telling you. He keep a good answer. I'm telling you.
And meeting with you at Black Dot or at Green, whatever. I got no problem. As long as you're not on the phone and talking all this stuff, I'm cool.
Hey, King Simon, I want to get you. I want to get to Oak, but I was just laughing, brother, because you keep a fresh answer, bro. But listen, why is it? Why does it seem like this though? Let me tell you what looks real obvious. We see 125th Street minus Sinetta. We see a part of Brooklyn. The whole operation appeared to be moved to Atlanta. Brother, that's what it appears. Let's be, brother, listen to me. Appearance could be a false notion. But what I'm saying is, you were a promoter for years. Well known in NYC.
And still well known in NYC.
Absolutely. But it seems like, didn't you recently move to Georgia?
I moved down here because I have my full brand that's been here for 20 years with my ex-wife.
Right. So that's good. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad that you said that. Now that makes sense. But now, like, you got other brothers and sisters who have just moved. So to the locals there that is familiar how social media works, it appears like, okay, 125th, it's a wrap. There's no more Sinetta out front. The vendors are very dwindling away. The Europeans are really taking over Harlem now. That's how it's appearing. And now it seems like the West End is about to turn into 125th Street. That's how it's appearing, brother.
You know, let me say something to Brother. You know, there's an old writing by, I believe it's W.E.B. Du Bois.
Keep a good answer.
That we should return to the South. My premise of returning to the South is to get closer to my was that I used to go to reggae concerts for years from here all the way down here. For years, nobody talked to me about that when I was in the Congress community. I am doing good. So my language precedes me long before conscious community events.
I mean, that like anybody that know anybody that know the reggae community, they are the dance hall community, if you will, yeah, they definitely would know.
I'm here all the way in Georgia to Virginia to North Carolina to Florida to Jamaica to Canada. You know me.
Can I give Uncle the floor because Uncle? So look.
I want to show it again.
GS, you want me to go ahead and exit?
And I'm showing respect. If she wants to meet,
Yeah, you always get the link. We're gonna listen to Uncle real quick.
meet after that.
All right, brother.
Since you finished the conversation with him, I'm fine with just waiting you out. I'm fine.
No, I don't have any. GS,
Sister-
can you just ask him one thing? Can he commit that the rest of the time, if they decide they want to go to the mountain, that they will not spend money? That's all I ask for, please. Can he commit to that, please?
She say stop giving money to the Europeans.
I'm asking, brother. Asking.
She telling you.
I'm asking. I'm not in a position to tell. I'm asking, please.
I said yes. That's what I said.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't hear you.
She said yes. Now let me ask you, King Simon. If this is not your event, why are you so invested in this call?
Because I love my brothers and sisters regardless. Because like I told y'all, and I told I said, yo, people came up to me and said, yo, we doing the positive thing that we did on our outlook on IG. Some people lie. You're talking to a person that almost took his life 3 times in my life. But I overcame that. And if I can help people, help people, heal people, hurt people. Because we love company, like I said, and happiness for company. And people came up to me, Brother Red Pill, and Cecilia, and said, yo, my words and your helped us to even stay alive and stay on water. We got to respect that.
Hey, let me ask you another question real quick.
What did he say? What did he say?
That you got to respect about, he been through some stuff.
Man, we all been through stuff. Come on, man. We all been through.
One last question, King Simon.
Come on, King Simon.
If
He's an enabler, man.
If it was all about meditation, going up there never meditation, why the Pope outfits and
like I said,
and the drama? And you can't answer for Pope Pablo. He already said what it is, that he's challenging the Catholic Church. He already said that. But just from your position, don't you think that takes away if you're going up there meditating and you got someone seems to be giving a sermon on a mount with an iPad? I mean, can we be real about that?
Brother, you can be real from your own perception at all. I believe that's what the brother wanted to do.
No. I respect the brother, but I'm saying from your position, if you said that you were there to meditate and to acknowledge this, that, and the third, but the video that everybody sees, it appears to be a sermon on a mount with an iPad. It really does. I mean, with all due respect to my brother, I love Red and Blue Pill, but that's how it comes off.
And again, if it appeared that way, it's all right. Because it was a Morris brother, and I was up there on the top of the mountain with him, and he was quoting from the Temple 7 Quran. What would that be? Another sermon on the mountain.
You're talking what ifs, though. I'm talking about definite. We're not talking what ifs. We're talking about definites. See, this is how we muddy the waters. We start talking about what ifs. That didn't happen. What did happen is what I just expressed. Do you think that take away?
There was Morris brothers that came up there, Muslim brothers that came up there. There was even indigenous brothers with feathers that came up there.
I seen them.
So what? Everybody coming together. What's wrong with whatever banner they doing?
It's all good, brother. I'm just asking a question.
I'm just saying that what was up there, we spoke against cultism, we spoke against pedophilia, we spoke against a lot of stuff up there. And then the energy of these so-called pipers and the fire department, like the system said, they came after us. We was up there early from dawn. They came after us. Those people came after us, and we were ready to head down and keep us. We did what we had to do without vibration, and we let them do what they do. We ain't and that's what we wanted to do. We accomplished what we accomplished, and people went home. Like Uncle said, feeling good. But at least people have an initiative of what they need to do with their own spiritual setback. All the boys that was there, all the Christians that was there, and all the rappers that was there, the indigenous, they're gonna go back to their camps and do what they do. I respect that. Period. I respect that. I respect what Pro Pablo and Red Bill and Rich and Tafini does with her food ministry. I respect that. That's what I respect. All right.
All right, brother.
11 respect on the channel. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
You know, Brother Tarka, I'm going to go and let you guys continue. I just want to say that, you know, one of the things I do recognize is that sometimes, and we're talking about marketing and branding, right? Because I always get down to marketing and branding. When you're dealing with marketing and branding, you have to do something to stand out different, right? And there's a whole lot of people down here doing a lot of the same stuff. And in order for you to get attention when everybody's selling stuff, you have to do something that's kind of spectacle-like. I'm in the media business to some extent because I know how to entice the media into caring about things. So I know about finessing. And I'll just be honest with you. I think this is a marketing thing. I think this is something that you have to do to get attention. And I don't think that there's any mistake that 9/11 is a holy day, because that is also a day that the cameras were there and there were police and fire department, and they were ascending up the mountain and all of that. So I think this became an opportunity for a specific day to get a lot of attention, and especially now that the queen is dead and it kind of looked like a queen outfit. You know, I think there was a little bit of propaganda here. So I'm gonna just say that this is how you get marketing and branding. You establish your brand, you keep the attention, and you hope that turns into dollars. I'm not mad at them. It's a costume.
And that's the
people
thing.
wear them.
I think you got a point. You know, a lot of times what we don't recognize is it's the money on the back end. Sometimes it's not the money on the front end. Sometimes you got to go get the pack. You got to cook it up.
Yeah.
And then you got to put it on the block.
And if you don't get it, somebody else will.
You got to cook it up, don't you?
You gotta cook it up, man.
I'll show y'all.
Peace, sister Shay. Let me get Anhk and Anhk. So you say you wanted to add something to it.
Yeah. So all right. Yeah. Oh man, shout out to the sister, man. I appreciate her stopping through, man. Hey, can I drop the link for some of my comrades? Yes or no?
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. This is your show.
All right. So
absolutely, man. And again, I invite Red Pill and Blue Pill to come on the show. One thing we would never do is call you out your name. One thing we would never do is talk about your family, talk about you. But what we will do is have a conversation of what we've seen on social media. And everybody is going to have to get comfortable about that. You know what I mean? Anhk, they made a whole channel about Anhk. You know what I'm saying? For years. You know what I mean? Talking crazy about Anhk. They talked about my family. They talked about my wife. I mean, they totally disrespect everything that a true man would probably take your head off for. And you know what I'm saying? And we haven't gotten there yet. I still owe some knuckles up somebody's head. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't what we do here. We're only looking at the visuals and giving our understanding of what we see. That's all we can do. And then we can listen to the audio, and then we can give something as to what we see. Again, before I give it to Anhk, y'all got to remember that we are in the digital age and we're in the TikTok age. Some people have gone viral by putting a block here and a block here, or a block here and a block here, and a video talking here, and they just looking at it. And it's a reaction video. So whatever you put on social media, beware, somebody might do a story about it. It is what it is. Somebody might critique it. Somebody might give an opinion. And as long as no one disrespects you, I think it's free game. It is what it is. It's on social media. I yielded to, I forgot to tell Maymoon to drop her social media. But anyway, what you said you wanted to share, brother? What you got now?
Yeah, you know, I wanted to first of all, subscribe to my channel, Real Black
Hey,
Atheist.
what's the link?
What, Real Black Atheist on Fire?
Yeah, I want to get the link and drop it in there.
Well, you want me to send it through the phone?
Yeah, you can send it to the phone, and I'll drop it a link. That way, people can subscribe.
And subscribe to the Pseudo Killers.
The pseudo killers, they've been around forever. Y'all ain't killed no pseudos yet.
Yeah, all day with the information. Right now, we're killing the pseudos. You know, that's why that word.
Do you have anything personal against red or blue pill?
No, man. Listen, I didn't come on here to bash them. I come to ask the question. I just want to make sure.
Why didn't you go up Stone Mountain? You in Georgia.
Why would I go up now? I didn't use Stone Mountain for exercises, but I'm definitely not standing on top of a hill going hamina. You know, honoring. I'm not doing that. Like acting like we the Native Americans and acting like I'm not doing none of that, man. That takes us away from reality.
They gonna call me a goofy grass sheep because I laugh at everything. You said hamina. Well, nobody said no hamina.
Yeah, the
That's the sound. It's power in the
Stop it.
It is.
Stop. No, it's not. No, it's not. No,
it is. Oh, you're just not spiritual enough.
No, that's not true. Spirituality should be food, clothing, and shelter and protection of that. Like, how can you be more spiritual than that to raise your kids, to take care of the next generation that will take care of the next generation? You can't get no more spiritual than that. Without the next generation, then we die off.
Do you pray, Unc?
For what?
You don't pray. Do you meditate?
That's a good thing to do.
Do you contemplate?
No, well, you know, sometimes I like to find a space and just be quiet, man, and you know, slow my mind down.
Right.
That's good for me.
Right.
Being a place of servitude. Not servitude. Being a place of just being serene. You know,
right.
calming. You know, calming it down.
That's still
functioning.
Just be still.
Yeah,
be still.
But be still. Yeah, you know, right. Don't say nothing. Don't answer no phone. Don't talk to nobody. Let me be in my space. And I'm an avid reader. I like to read.
Are you sure you wasn't in a cell or something? That sounded like you was on lockup.
Yeah, I was locked up before. Here's a book for everybody.
You were on lockup, man. I'm just gonna be. You ain't got no choice.
Right. I was in all that. I've been in solitary confinement and all that.
Hold up. Lights of the Stars, Alien Worlds and the Fate of the Earth. Yeah. Bro, is that a real book or that's somebody's fantasy book?
It's actually a real book. It's dealing with planets, stars, the whole 9 yards. Like, it's real good. Like, your first chapter is called
man, I start talking proper now. The first chapter is
Alien.
The chapter. T-A. Ain't no chapter. You talking about
the Alien Equation. That's your first chapter in this book. The Alien Equation. So I like to read. This is a good book. We just like science is life is more stranger than.
But what you was about to share though,
right? I'm gonna share this on. It's just the whole literacy piece, right? And it allows us to determine whether or not we're going into a cult or not. These things, right? It allows us to know, should we just buy that from that person and put it in our body? Right. You know, should we do that? And so we talked about bringing harm to people. You put that guy on this show and I beat him half to death. Bro, on that vaccine conversation. He never came back. He ran. He never answered the calls no more. He was ill-equipped to deal with the science of the day in that conversation. All of them, you had me on here.
Yeah, I don't think he was prepared to debate, but I think he had some powerful information.
You keep saying it, but it's over with. Like the only reason we're here right now.
To your point though, man, you know what? I don't agree with a lot of what you say because sometimes you just jump out there. But now, as you said tonight, you just be playing with some of the stuff. But one thing that you said about how people putting stuff in their body. Yeah. On the show one time here, I showed my audience. I say, stop buying this stuff out of Inky's dirty kitchen. His stove is dirty. He's filthy. So I did a show where I showed people how to make sea moss. You know what I'm saying? I put a blender here. I did everything. Like if you think it can heal you, if that's what you truly feel, then go and buy it and make it yourself. but don't be buying something that somebody then scooped up off of the dirty countertop that a roach running off and then send it through U.S. Postal Service. No, don't do that.
Well, you know how old it is. I know it's vitamins in it. I don't know, minerals, whatever is in it. And the longer it's not fresh, that all that value depletes. But that's not, none of that's going to stop a virus. I'm not getting into that tonight.
But regardless of that, I think we should, if people want to, because sometimes placebos do work too now. You know what I mean?
Placebo effect.
Yeah, sometimes the mind is a powerful thing, but that's another conversation. I want to see what you was going to share.
Let me share my screen real quick. This is simple. And so, you know, like, I understand the want to protect. King Simon came on here to be the spokesperson, right? They could have very well came on here.
Did you share it?
Conversation. No, I'm not sharing it yet. Hold on, I'm share it right now. So I just want to make this just real quick, just for the general public right here. So you can just kind of see this.
The Inky did give Sinetta some medicine that messed him up. Are you familiar with that?
No, he actually it was Dr. Sadie almost killed him. The stuff that he took from Dr. Sadie almost killed him.
So why did he get it from Inky? Because he blamed Inky on one video. I got the video.
Well, I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, that's not your business. Doesn't have to get you into that.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but what I will tell you is it's always dangerous. So everybody know me. Go ahead and grab your Real Black Atheist folder. That's the Put your iPhone up there and go ahead and grab this and read this.
Yeah, send that to me.
I got you. So,
I didn't get science liberty.
Yeah, so watch this. This is simple. This is from day one. This is what I've always taught, right? That's science is actually undefeated. Only better science can defeat science. So it says, what is science? What is science literacy? An understanding of scientific concepts and processes in a way that informs one's ability to make decisions, participate in civic and cultural affairs. Is that not what we want to do? And contribute to economic productivity. Okay, now the 3 pillars of science literacy: the understanding of content knowledge, basic facts, scientific theories versus laws, discipline-specific vocabulary. All right? It says the understanding of scientific practices, formulating hypotheses, analyzing data.
I think people know that though. We not. This is not the beginning of 125th Street though.
I'm almost finished. Engaging in evidence-based arguments. 3, the understanding of science as a social process, criteria for expertise, the role of scholarship and peer-reviewed, social and gender influences on mainstream science. Now, that's it, bro. And this can be applied to everything that run across our table.
So we get that though. So how do you apply that to what your post was? Because your post
easy. So now
that's what we want to know.
So now the optics are bad. You know, we've been around the pills, you know what I'm saying, for years. We know the conversation. We know when the conversation shifts. Most people aren't aware of that. So we anti-Bible.
What do you mean by that? Hold up. Look, let me get right here. So like on this,
all our conversations,
you says be on the lookout for this new cult because I got it in the title, so I got to address it.
Facts.
Be on the lookout for this new cult located in Stone Mountain, GA. Stone Mountain in the morning. LOL. Is it me? This is the new wave. It's called Internet Cult. Were you being facetious with that, or are you genuinely serious about that?
I'm generally sounding the goddamn alarm. Okay? This way of thinking can put you in a vulnerable circumstance when you start to believe that certain fruits and vegetables and certain vitamins, right, can protect you against pathogens. That's not going down, no matter what you say. It can put you vulnerable in the way you spend your money on things that you probably shouldn't even be buying, putting into your body. It can make you think that you can get some kind of rock and walk around with it in your pocket that will create a force field that will stop the world from encroaching on you. All that's a bunch of foolery, bro. We're in the space age. Our thinking has to be space age. We're not in the Stone Age when you pick up the rock and say, rock, 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 beautiful rock, going to save me. Worship the rock. It's crazy, bro. Right? So our community, we are the marginalized community. We have been marginalized.
Rock, 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 beautiful rock.
Stone Age, right? Stone Age people stand on the daggone mountain and think something going to change around us. Not happen.
What they say?
Hey,
rock,
listen,
rock,
rock,
beautiful
color rock, and you bedazzled by it, and then you run in fear when the earthquakes happen because you don't know what an earthquake is. When the tsunami comes and the water leaves the shore and the wave come back and kill you, you think the gods is mad at you. You don't understand what a tsunami is, right? And how an earthquake can actually cause that. You don't have no working knowledge, none of that. So you in fear of everything around you. Listen, we're not afraid of Europeans, bro. I'm tired of that notion. Well, they're gonna kill us. Really? So now we don't have enough sense to know, right, when people are trying to kill us. We can't make that evaluation. No, Stone Age people fighting against Space Age people can't make that evaluation. So no, bro, it's time out for all this. This person is that devil, that dude. No, man, we need to arm ourselves with understanding the politics in our community, because our community is affected by politics. Being scientifically literate, because it helps us in our civic duties, civic and cultural duties. It stops you from saying we the damn Native Americans and misappropriating somebody else's culture, right? All these things is at play. Peer-reviewed information.
Let me ask you, how does that infringe on what you're doing?
Right, because people are vulnerable. Okay, it's the optics of it, right? My cult alarm went off in my head. Okay, there's certain biblical scriptures being read. You know, like your grandmother, my grandmother, my great grandmother, they was cultivated, you know what I'm saying, by the scriptures, the sacred writings. Great nonsense, bro. So now we bringing that back now? We're going to bring that back. We're going to bring back the Catholic Church. The hell, the Catholic Church was actually, when the Roman Empire fell, was the last institution that help support the transcontinental kidnapping slave trade, bro. So we doing all this.
He taught that in Stone Mountain, though. I seen the video. He taught that about that, though. You know what I mean? About the wickedness of the Catholic Church.
I don't want to hear about the weakness of the Catholic Church and you dressing like the whole optics and reading in the Bible. That's confusion, bro. All that is a bunch of malarkey at the end of the day. It is. You know it and I know it. So I asked the question, like, what's going on? Right? These internet cults, when you send your money away and the crazy products come back to you, man, that's wrong, bro. Like no way should we have been listening to certain individuals of Islam. Like, why do we listen to Rizza Islam? You know, why couldn't Rizza Islam have an intelligent conversation with me? He go everywhere else but there. Watch this. I give you Rizza Islam's go-to. Watch this. Hold on. I'm gonna give you his go-to. Fast talker, smooth, every word, well pronounced, right? When he literally killing you with misinformation, he'll hit you with a CDC reference. So I'm gonna give everybody a little clue. Whenever you're talking to a person that's against medical science, okay, and they give you a CDC reference or a CDC source, right? They don't know what the hell they're talking about. The CDC supports and promotes medical science. So anybody using them as a reference against medical science is tricking you. It's simple. That's just the key for listening to conversations. Simple. So bro, I'm saying we have been tricked constantly. Other communities have addressed this, and I'm just a person, pseudo killers, real black atheism. We're just a group that's going to address these issues.
Would you be willing to have a round table and have this conversation if I pull a round table together and address the practicality of what we see in Stone Mountain and it explained? Like say for instance, Blue Pill say, you know what, listen, I'm teaching that this is our culture. This is our traditional headdress. This is our traditional gowns. Why would you have a problem with that? Because they stole it and I'm taking it back.
Yeah, so now other people on planet Earth ain't figured out nothing until black people came along. It's nonsense. Like each biological, hold on.
Ancient Egypt, though.
No. each biological organism, right, has the fundamental right to develop a culture based off of their
I
geographical
don't think
area,
you
bro.
answered. I'm talking about
That's the overemphasizing of pseudo Egypt, where you just make up the shit.
no.
Where
It's
the
so
African Americans is now the damn Egyptians, the Native Americans, the people in Australia.
his
And
name
you
is
gotta,
Unc,
like, knock it off, bro. It's nonsense. It's misinformation, bro.
but your name is Unc though.
So what?
You got like a Kemet name, right?
Sure did. So what? Unc. So what? Anhk West. And
No, you from Kemet.
stop. See, I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you more alone right now. I'm
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing. No, for real, you do put up a strong argument. But how can we be at peace with one another if we continue to look at?
No. So okay, here's the secret. Never
Because
let
many people going to look at this as an attack. You already know that, right?
It doesn't matter. Listen, here's the secret. Never let a group of people kill your voice. Never.
Right.
That's like dealing with say people in your family that has molested somebody and the family don't want to talk about it. See, the conversation always has to be there. Conversation brings answers. I simply ask the question. Now, they don't have to give an explanation for that. But what we can't do is we can't keep playing these cult games where you can't challenge the optics and the things that are coming out of our mouths. That's not a healthy environment. A healthy environment is when we challenge the ideas. Like you said, when you put the ideas on social media, right? You put it in the age of information, the world of information. It's be critiqued. Healthy communities, they critique each other. We just had more flair and debonair on 125th. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to Sarnetta. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all go through y'all thing, but shout out to Sarnetta, right? You know what I'm saying?
You know the godfather of this, but
let me finish my point. So we had a certain way of doing it. Red Pill, you can see me and Real Pill getting it in. You can see me and Real Pill getting it in on Blog Talk Radio, cussing each other out. That don't mean I dislike them or hate them. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't never heard me say nothing about their music. Like I've bought their music. I will buy their music. You know what I'm saying? Red Summer. You don't think I'm gonna get that? Right. But I'm saying, but when it comes to the thing I do, see, everybody got a problem with what I do, bro. Everybody got, he practiced the white man signs. He the white. That's nonsense, dude. I practice the weapon that I practice the thing and weapon that nobody can get by. See, that's why they get mad. I read a little slow, take my time. I don't speak as good as the New York people. I don't got the Brooklyn magic because I'm from Baltimore. Yeah, Hilltop, Shirley Avenue. You know what I'm saying? I ain't all that. I'm a little rough on the edges, right? But I be getting them, all of them, bro.
But
right?
did you notice that at the end of the presentation that they were actually seem to be shooting a music video? Did you see that part?
Nah, they probably, you got to kill two birds with one stone. I get that. I ain't here to knock their music. Like I said, I'm
you went to Red Summer, but I think they also was probably shooting a music video, man. It looked like they was really getting it in.
They probably was getting all that in. So anybody can make an excuse, right? But I'm telling the community, your antenna should be up. Your antenna should be up when people, period, this whole last 2 years, swore they could close the educational gap on high level medical science, right? In an afternoon or in one lecture. Damn antenna should have been up. Simple as that. Like you should be to the point of your development, okay, as a human being, whether you consider yourself to be Black, African American. I'm a proud African American. We built this bitch. We fought in all the wars, World War I, World War II, the Bay of Pigs. You know what I'm saying? We shot up the Native Americans, the Buffalo Soldiers. You know what I'm saying? We fought in the Civil War on both sides. We did all that. So my ancestors died. They built this. I ain't mad. We 200 years removed from anywhere else. See, we have not taken advantage of this situation. I know it sounds crazy to you. I know you're in a war somewhere trying to fight the war. I get all that. But we probably need to understand this situation to manipulate it, right? For resources. I suggest everybody get some land.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at now. I'm to the point now where I think we need to. If we're going to come together, we should be sitting at a table trying to figure out where we're going to get some land, where we're going to build. We see what's my brother Ben X them with the hereafter. I think they need to be communities all over the country and even outside of the country that we can use for refuge when the world go down the road in a handbasket, where we'll have each other and we'll have something. Because I mean, in reality, where everybody gonna run to if they cut all the water off? You know, in Baltimore right now, the West Baltimore is filled with E. coli running through the faucet right now. You know what I'm saying? And I said this 2 years ago. I said if these Europeans right now will cut the water off, most of these people wouldn't know what to do. They think water come from a bottle. They wouldn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
listen.
So what I'm saying is some of the things that we need to be focused on is not being focused on.
Listen, man, we're not gonna focus on where the hell we get some water from, bro. You're not drinking out in the river without damn near killing yourself. You cannot drink from river water.
This is the point, though. Regardless of whether we can or what we can't, we still have to look for alternatives to what we have. Is my point.
So you learn the alternatives through science, bro.
That's fine too.
What we need is a program.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Young, hold on. Shout out to Dr. Oyamayat. She in your city, bro. She had, like I'm saying, like that's my peeps right there. Like she has a program in place, all right? Teaching the baby scientific literacy. She go out, right? They got
I don't mean to cut your wisdom. I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying we spend a lot of time talking about things.
No, not. I just told you what I'm doing. Like I ain't talking. I'm walking the walk. See, that's the difference.
Listen to me. This is the part that I'm talking about right here. This is the part I'm talking about. Anywhere on planet Earth,
right,
you can tap into a water tap. Anywhere on planet Earth. Anywhere on planet Earth. The point that I'm making is whether
we're not gonna tap into no. Listen, bro. The answers to the questions that you want can only be found in science.
Brother, you keep saying that. What I'm saying is
you always stop me at that point, though, babe. Let me get to the point.
No, what I'm saying is you're talking about scientific literacy. I'm asking you, how do you get water when the water is contaminated? That's my question.
No, you gotta relax. Let me get through the point. Listen, you have to raise the babies to be interested in science. It will be these babies that will figure out the things that you're talking about right now.
I'm asking you.
Answers are in science. So
I'm asking you right now.
To the water. I'm gonna tap into the water.
You can. I can show you. Listen to me. I'm asking you.
You're gonna need engineers. Listen, you're gonna need engineers. You're gonna need to be able to. You got to be able to find the water table. That's going to take technology. It's all science and engineering.
Listen to what I'm telling you. Why? This is the point that I'm making. We're saying the same thing in a different way. Why are we coming together for conversation that does not take us to the next level? Is what I'm saying. So if we're coming together,
my fault. I thought I had the next level conversation, bro. My fault.
No, what I'm saying is, you said we got to
buy on the mountain praying, humming to the ohms.
No. What I'm saying is,
I ain't promoting biblical scriptures.
What I'm saying
is the very foundation of what the world stands on, bro. Strong.
Do you know what water?
Politics. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is this. Do you know where a water table is in Atlanta that you could tap into on your land?
You saying I know where it's at?
Yeah.
No, but I can find out. That's easy.
It's okay. It's cool. Listen what I'm saying.
No, that's fine.
Listen what I'm saying. Listen, this is what I'm saying. Yeah. These are the conversations that we need to have, and these are the endeavors that we should be about in my eyes.
So what you waiting for then?
We already did it. What you talking about?
No, I'm saying what you waiting for, the cataclysm?
No, I already did it. I already did it.
That's fine. I'm
Oh,
saying,
oh,
what are you waiting for to come and get you?
No, I'm prepared for anything. I'm living for life, but I'm prepared for anything. You know what I'm saying?
So let's be real.
Like I just said today, in Baltimore, there's E. coli running through the faucets.
So what's the solution right there?
Right now, the only solution for anybody is to go get some water from the bottled water that they've been drinking in the first place, or boil the water. And I mean, they just fixed it. So I mean, I ain't messing with it anyway. So the solution is,
how do they know E. coli was in the water though?
They was found in the water, brother. Just look at, they was found in the water by the Department of Works. Department of Works found it in the water. There.
Through science, right? Through technology.
That's not, we got that part, Unc. What I'm saying is, we already know science is the methodology, but now how do we apply the method from talking to bringing out the water? Is my point.
We only talking because we on YouTube. I'm saying I'm saying.
So where do we get the water?
I'm doing is I'm educating the children. That's what I do. I'm educating the baby. Listen. I'm not just talking. I just gave you a program. You can walk your ass and help Dr. Mayat.
I'm not. I got my own thing going on, and we can collaborate and do things together.
So you want to talk about the unity thing? That shit ain't happening in Africa, and ain't happening and then you ain't never seen that happen amongst nobody. Now, if we have like ideas to have, right? If there are like ideas, we can vibe together. We're gonna do it. You will never find me in a preacher outfit, in a pope outfit, standing in front of a group of black people, acting like I have empowered them. No, you empower people through science. Science is empowering. Education, reading is empowering. It empowers the individual to watch this. This what we ain't done. We have not done this. We have not sufficiently taken care of our own goddamn families. Everybody running around trying to form this and form that. How about your own damn household, bro? How about them badass kids running around shooting at each other? No, how about taking time out for them? We want to save the damn world. We can't even fix our own house. Come on, dog. You feel me? Like we're gonna stop this great.
Only thing I'm saying is,
how about having unity amongst your own family members?
Only thing I'm saying is, let me say to this comment right here. I mean, you can get the same E. coli. This is not the argument I'm making. I'm saying that we need to have more conversations about solutions as opposed to coming together with things that when we all leave, we go back to the same problems with no solutions to thrive.
But see, you're solution oriented. Most people don't know. Yeah, I'm
saying. All I'm saying. I'm not saying what's right, what's wrong, how to do it, when to do it. Let me say this. We leave and go back to the same problem.
Right. So listen, everybody know you for fixing houses and putting people in houses, bro.
Right. I'm solution based though.
So
I don't think I could be. I don't think I would get much out of. With all due respect, all went up there. I don't think I could get much from going to Stone Mountain.
I think they got a right to do that. I'm not taking away their right. I'm saying the antennas is up.
Like my thing is this.
You gotta have a mechanism in place to monitor certain things.
Let me say this.
That's what communities do. They monitor each other's behaviors, bro. Because if you don't, shit get out of control.
Let me tell you this, if I invite people to a retreat on the land which is ours, that retreat would be predicated upon the spirituality that we'll be talking about. Is how we're going to put some houses, some cabins, how we're going to have our own spring, how we're going to tap into the water table. What can we build before we leave this week? Can we mark off the territory of how many houses we're going to be there? That's where my mind would be at.
You want to live like the Quakers, yo?
I mean, we can start off like the Quakers, but we can go ahead and turn it all the way up to everything is technically sound. We can start off like that, because if we do want some type of peace, we're going to have to build better communities. Because some of the Some of the communities that we in, some of them you just got to do away with them. Some of it's just a wrap, and we just got to grab the good fruit and just keep planting those seeds and move on as you talk about the babies.
Yeah,
but that's where my mind would be at.
I think starting in your own household, having the babies right, and they're gonna be better citizens and know to look back and reach in the community and treat each other better. I think we've done it backwards. I think we try to fix Africa without fixing our own household and our own community. It was ass backwards, bro. Let's go save Africa.
Right.
And then get shot up when you walk out your front door. It was. I'm saying I was a proponent of that until I really sat down and lived in. See, if you're not living in reality, strong, hard reality, you'll actually think you're going to really make a difference in Africa. There's some kind of way going to shake the foundation of America. See, that's not reality. You got.
My thing is, I want to pray to the ancestors to give me strength to build something that can be sustainable for the next generation.
That's your business. But as soon as you put it on social media, you have alerted the world, and our antennas are going up.
You'll get me up.
Yeah, you cannot get mad at us.
But you know what? You gotta call me first, like. I'm saying, Bay, listen, I don't know where you learning this stuff at, but listen, I got to get you tonight, bro. Oh, it's something else that we needed to talk about, bro. You said you wanted to come on the show and talk about, bro. I need to bring you back next week if you can.
Yeah, I got you.
I got to bring you back, bro. I got to bring you back next week. I'm going to think about what it was, man. I want to bring you back because, man, you bring an interesting argument to a lot of the things that we see. You do. You really do.
I'm just tired of like for instance, I hear a lot of people will bash Martin Luther King, right? Talk cash shit about him. But those Christians and the thing they actually did, right? The way they shine the light on the plight of the black people by just saying, yo, we're not gonna fight back. Dude, like how much discipline did that take, first of all? Watch this. And the optics of a baby being pushed down the street by a damn fire hose, bro. Right? Fire department's supposed to help you out, right? The optics of German shepherds attacking black children, black men and women, right? The optics of all of that, bro, it drew attention to our plight. Thurgood Marshall was one of the lawyers in play. Right? He was so serious, they had to put him on the Supreme Court. Right? That worked. Right? Ninjas can say what they want to say. Ninjas can say what they want to say, right? That plan worked. It got us to the point where we can take advantage of a lot of things we just couldn't do before. Right? We spit on that like revolution. Wait a minute, yo, that was the revolution, bro. You're just not taking advantage of it.
Yeah, I agree to that. I had to explain that to my sons, man. You know, to have someone to walk down the street and just get sprayed and bit with dogs and just continue to walk, grab each other, hold each other. That's a strong person. That's not a weak person. You know what I mean? That strong person can endure that and keep on going. A weak person would lay down and just get trampled upon and die, or just don't even show up, knowing that they're going to be nonviolent to make a statement to get a point. So that's a true strong person. Right there.
They did it thinking about us, bro.
Right. I agree with that.
You couldn't have been thinking about yourself in that moment and endured that. You would have had to been thinking for the next generation to come after you. And that's all I'm asking. So when I talk about the things I talk about, bro, because I'm thinking about the next generation. I'm thinking about the kids that might want to go to college. I'm thinking about the kids that might not want to go to college, but they want to go to trade school, right? Come on, bro. We're trying to get them off the streets, man. We're trying to get them before they go in the streets. And reading is fundamental. Education helps you, diverse out of that. Oh, there you go, man. That's my man right there, man. Brother Brendan, man, pseudo killer official, man.
Brother Brendan, why I'm not familiar with Brother Brendan?
Because you ain't tapped into the pseudo killers.
I've been out of the loop.
Oh, man. Hey, Peace, can you brothers hear me?
Yes, I can hear you well, brother.
Oh yeah. Hey, we're doing it actually right now. We're simulcasting over in our Discord channel, watching the Moorish World TV with some of the people in our community, in the pseudo killers community. So shout out to brother to Arthur Bay. Right.
Man,
So
man,
I'm
thank y'all, man. Thank y'all, man. You know, y'all done set a standard for a long time, man. I mean, yeah, this ain't. See, I don't know if a lot of people understand that. This ain't new. I mean, the Oak Amen Ross to the pseudo killers. This has been a long legacy. But what I'm saying, this has been a long-standing thing where you and the squad has been addressing misinformation, disinformation, and information that is questionable, even questioning the Moors. So with that being said, I don't know why anybody will get personally upset about a show like this where we're having a conversation about the visuals of what we see, because the visuals of what we see are really, really, it's as I don't say the antennas up, but I want to allow our brother, before we get out of here, our brother Brendan to chime in. Brother, when you see these visuals, because many people get mad because we see the visuals and we comment, but that's the first thing we see. We are visual people on social media. You know what I'm saying? And whether the message don't match the visuals, that's later. But initially, we just see the visuals and then we hear the message. Brother, what came to mind when you witness, let's say, on post?
Hey, and you know what? Unc said it best earlier. We say that this particular video came across the pseudo killers' desks. This is the second, or actually the third week in a row, right? They've been going up to Stone Mountain doing the rituals, doing those things. Of course, right? We always say inside of in the pseudo killers is that, hey, our desk is full of files. We may not get to you today, but we'll get to you eventually. Right? And I saw the stream come up this morning. They were on the side of the Stone Mountain again, right? And I sent a clip to Brother Unc, and he said, "No, we got to address this because this seems to be a recurring thing." And again, you say this is cult watch. Now we're on cult watch, and you guys had a really, really good conversation earlier talking about what are some of the signs, right, of a dangerous cult, because not all cult activity is dangerous, right? So but for us, what we're looking for, financial manipulation, social manipulation, right, in terms of doing things outside of the social norms, the embracing of taboo, right? Whether it's relationship wise or otherwise. I don't have to go into that, right? These are the things that from a cultish behavior that becomes dangerous if you're not careful. Transparency, right? I think you just mentioned, Brother Taharka, you said that, well, if you were going to set up something like this, okay, well, I would say, okay, well, you were going to do some building of some, you're going to reconstruct some houses, you're going to do these things, but you would do it in a way that was financially transparent. The lack of financial transparency is a red flag, right? The infallibility of the cult leader, right? Not being able to challenge the leadership, right, within these groups. So again, this is the cult watch that we're looking for. Not saying that these guys are exhibiting this type of behavior. We got our eye on it because we see the imagery. We see, our family is participating, right? You got our family on the side of a mountain, in the rain, standing in mud puddles. So we got our eye on you. Absolutely.
that makes sense. And the thing is, my problem is, man, a lot of people get aggressively mad, upset, or bent out of shape whenever you comment on the things that we see on social media. I get a lot of flack for it. I comment on Malik Zulu Shabazz for 3 months straight because he just do crazy stuff in the name of liberation, and he's been doing it for 30 years. Why wouldn't I comment on it? Why haven't many other people commented on that this same repetitive behavior of 30 years have not produced any results? Many other people should comment on it. I don't know why, but 30 years of nothing, chasing ambulances and stories. He's going to arrest this lady from, come on, that's ridiculous. No, what you're going to do is kidnap. That's what you're doing, dude, because you have no legal authority to arrest anybody, you weird guy. So I'm just saying, in our community, we're so fragile. And so we need pseudo killers. We need Tahaka Bay, Moorish World TV to just see if this stuff can pass the litmus test. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're not running around talking about nobody, bash nobody, man. We're not doing that. We're not being disrespectful. They actually being disrespectful to us.
Wow.
Because the foundation
right
has been laid on planet Earth amongst the humans. That foundation is science and scientific literacy. Okay? And the only way you can fight is to fight with scientific literacy. You're not going to fight no other way. You can't build your weapons. You can't do nothing, your medicines. You need to know the world you're in. You need to understand it.
I agree with that. And, you know, that's why my conversation will be practical on the ground. Let's make it happen.
So the conscious community has mispromoted the very tool that could change the things that they claim they want to change. But you know what? They don't really want to change it, bro. They want to sit back and be the one. Where the dominions are lacking. I want to send you some crystals, bro. Right? The only one that gets something out the selling of crystals is the person that sold the damn crystal. You go buy the crystal for 99 cents and you sell it for $50. You're the only one that made something out of that. The person that bought the damn crystal gets absolutely nothing out of it but a mind fuck, bro. Let's just knock this off. They have full lectures on crystal healing. And the whole the yonis beat the just foolery, dog. So don't tell me I cannot respond to that. It's not real. They know it's not real. And I'm not just talking about the pills. I'm talking about all of them, bro. Like matter of fact, we don't never got to have no conversations because I don't like the way they misrepresented medical science during the time when planet Earth was under siege by a pathogen that colonized planet Earth. And the only response we had was a bunch of slap crazy pseudos telling everybody, drink some gold water, take some minerals, eat a vitamin, eat a banana, and you good. Man, how many people, right, took viruses home to older family members and murdered them based off of misinformation given to them by some people that thought they could make up the educational gap in one goddamn lecture? How many, bro?
But you know, this is the problem. This is the problem I have. I didn't take no vaccine. I built my immune system. Let me finish. I built my immune system. I feel comfortable. My family, we feel as though that we have contacted. We built ourselves up. We're strong. It is what it is. But I think the problem is that soon as something comes out in our community, somebody got the answer. Remember they was talking about the 5G? That was popular for one time. Don't get a 5G phone. It was videos everywhere. 5G phone, and they give you. Y'all remember that? They was
everywhere. We couldn't catch it as black people. You remember these very people promoting we can't catch it. We black, we protected by the metal.
That's my problem with it. My problem is not individual choices. You know what I mean? My problem is we always got a super scholar that has the information before the information is even fully unfolded. So I mean, polite was one of them. Let something new come to the scene. Good goodness and gracious. You better drink some black seed. What about the black oil seed? Is that good?
For what?
Come on. Okay, not good. Black oil seed.
Listen. All right, okay. Let me be real with you.
For what?
Let me be real with you. In the Stone Age, that's all we had.
Black seed oil.
Yeah, that's all we had. Listen, in the Stone Age, Bronze Age, Iron Age, that's all we had. Okay? Human beings have learned more about the world they live in to the point where they can actually go inside of plants right, and remove the chemical component in it.
But that's all medicine is. That's all real medicine is anyway.
That's fine. So watch this. So when you figure out when you extract, okay, the chemical component in it, then you can figure out how much of that is needed to do this, and this. Like, how much of this should I give to a person to weigh 150 pounds as opposed to a person to weigh 500 pounds, right? You can figure out how much of that is needed, okay? When you know what I'm saying? Now, when you just taking a straight plant, how long does it take? How much of that plant do you need to take? How long does the plant have to sit when the active ingredients are no longer, when they're rendered, they no longer work? These are things that we, as human beings,
I think one of the arguments is
my point. Let me make my point.
My bad.
I'm just making a point, bro. I'm saying, right, human beings can know these things, right? Then Black people should know these things because we actually can. Stop playing Stone Age foolery with our people, bro.
So listen to this. Say, for instance, we understand the plant that can heal whatever, and a person implement that plant into their diet as a lifetime, or from babies all up. You know what I'm saying? I think that's how we've reached to this state how we are today, because the environment provided the solutions to elements that we were facing. Now, to your point, I know now it's a microwave where they extract it out, they get just enough to weight this, and don't give it to a child under 12, this, that, and the third. But the alternative still could exist if we return back to the state of our original moving on the environment taking care of us.
Yeah, when the population lived to 35. Is that what you're talking about?
Nah, the population never just lived to 35.
Nah, listen.
You was there with them.
Hold on.
No, I'm just saying. What I'm saying, Unc, is that
no, you're missing my point. Listen, you cut me off at the point where it's going to sound like I'm giving misinformation. I'm saying if you go back 500 years or 2,000 years, you did have people live to 100 years. But I'm saying you didn't have the amount of people that lived to 70, 80, and 90 like we do.
I think that can be argued, brother. I think
we're not. Man, you can look at the population of planet. Hold on. Hey, man, it's 8.5 billion people live on this earth, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, it ain't always been that. There's a reason for that.
No, this is the thing, brother. Nobody was running around counting people.
No.
That's a pseudo.
No, they can. No, see.
Nobody was counting people 500 years ago, bro. I mean, 2,000 years ago, 400,000 years ago.
Hey, they actually do run around and count people. So then we should be able to do it because they actually do it, bro.
You actually believe that people traveled and traversed the planet and count every human being?
You said what?
You believe that someone traveled the planet and counted every human being 1,000 years ago?
I'm gonna let Brendan explain that.
No, I'm asking you.
Let's stop it.
No,
that's like saying, I'm going to show you. How do you count all the grains of sand?
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm asking you.
Before we get off the point, right? I think the original point was, okay, well, in terms of how we're discussing this,
let me say this, I'm gonna yield. Let me say I'm gonna let you yield. The only thing I'm saying is let's not rule out alternatives, long as it's not pseudo. Go ahead, Brendan.
We can't hear you, Brendan.
But the point is, if it's real medical science, it wouldn't be called alternative. It would be called. It would just be regular medicine. Why does it have to be alternative?
Absolutely, but I mean that's just the lack of a better term because we believe that medicine is at Rite Aid. That's why.
If it work, man. Stop. If it work, it work.
Here's the thing.
But no, for the sake of communication, brother, come on. Context.
No. But listen to what I'm saying though. The most simple, the best, and the least harmful remedy would be what that would be the remedy. That would be the fix.
Absolutely. Right? Absolutely.
Why would it not? Why would that be an alternative? That would be the primary.
No, what I'm saying is we got to understand context. In the context of the conversation in an environment where we live in the society that we live in, we believe that Rite Aid, Walgreens have the real medicine. And so when I say alternative, I'm only saying that what is not considered to be the norm in context of what we're talking about in modern time. but I'm not saying it in the literal sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got to remember context.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
But what I'm doing,
I want to bring y'all on. Brendan, let's get there because I don't want to get to a no never die tribe. I don't got things to do tomorrow. You do too. Hey, Brendan, what is a good conversation that you think you and the team can come on and educate us about on some of this science literacy, brother?
Well, I think in terms of what we've been focusing on, maybe over the last, maybe we can actually take a delve into some different things in terms of some of the spirituality in Africa. I think we've had a lot of discussions in terms of clearing up some of the issues or some of the misconceptions in terms of our views, between the, I guess you would say, the African American relationship to ancient Egypt. We had a lot of conversations there. So I think that's
what is that conversation about? The connection, the disconnect, or what is that? I would love to have that conversation.
I think putting it in its proper context. When we talk about putting it in its proper context, we're actually talking about putting it in its proper African context and its proper regional context, even outside of Africa, and considering the things in the Near East and other regions as well. So I think that's a really good conversation that we've been having. I think that's been fruitful as well. And it sort of bleeds over into some of the other conversations that's been that's been going on in the community.
Do you believe?
That's what we've been doing over in the.
Is Jabari a Commission?
I think he is a new age version of the Kemetic, or the, what do you say, Commission or ancient Egyptian. Well, I wouldn't even call it ancient, right? I would say that it's a new age version of that spirituality. That's what I would call that.
Okay.
So yeah, yep.
Hey, so what I want to do is,
you know what you did though, right?
What I do, brother?
You made sure in Tahaka Bay fashion that you cut them damn solid goddamn points off. I just want to let you know.
No. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do though. I want you to let me know. Bring the squad on, brother, and I'm gonna shut up and sit back and learn. We at the end of the show, brother. We're 3 hours in.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
3 hours in.
I want to talk about that alternative medicine and all that, and what the difference is. That's the conversation I want to have. I'm not actually interested in having the Egyptian conversation.
All right. So me and you can do that.
Nah, Brendan and all of them do it. I'm just saying, I'm not getting into the. I'm gonna let that's
Egyptian. But what I'm saying is, it's maybe not what you want, but I would love to bring Brendan on and people who are interested in that, because we have a vast community, so we could do that conversation. We could do both.
Okay, all right, we good. I got him. I got him. It's gonna go against what we have learned based off of.
That's what we want to hear. Brother, this is the most controversial platform right now on the subject matter. So I need to go against, because we need to challenge people common thought and the normal thought. What they think is normal.
Yeah, we do. But running around like Stone Age people in the forest.
We also have
ain't gonna work. And hold on, let me close out. I want this to be my closing statement right here, right?
Stone Age.
When we had populations of, say, like 5,000 people on planet Earth, or say like 50,000 people or 100,000 people on Earth, okay, where things, animals weren't domesticated, okay. As soon as you learn how to have large scale food production, right, the development of pots, you know what I'm saying, pottery, which allowed you to hold grains, the development of sickles, which allowed you to chop down grains, having grinding stones allowed you to grind it up. Okay, allow humans to have larger populations, right? When you learn how to domesticate cows, okay, herding, okay. Now you're starting to pack people in closer spaces. Now you're starting to have zoonotic transfer with other animals, okay. Now you're transferring pathogens right away. So before, if somebody in the village got sick, you can just move them away, right? Okay. Now we're in a position, if a person gets sick on Monday morning, right? They sick, they don't necessarily know it. They can be on a flight to China, okay, and be there in the morning, or in Africa. Get off the plane, catch another plane, be somewhere else, and each time come in contact with other human beings and pass that pathogen on. That's why the pathogen was able to circumnavigate the globe. How you think it got there? From people. So the time periods you're talking about where these roots and stuff would have been okay, would have been the time periods before we were saturated by pathogens. We've always been at this war. It's a war going on, bro. Viruses trying to kill us all day, every day. And we're trying to find a way to protect ourselves against that. Right? And so all that naturopathic nonsense is European malarkey that they was having clear up to the 1700s. So hold on. So if we truly want to be black, right, then be black. If you truly want to be black and continue to cultivate the sciences that we gave the world. That's my point, bro. And I'm done. I'm gonna close with that.
Cool. I don't know anything that you just said. It didn't make a whole bunch of sense to me, to be honest with you. But I will say this.
Yeah, look, I seen the look in your eyes. You know, when you're
a
person, you like this.
I didn't know what you was talking about. I really didn't. But the point that I'm making is that, man, we be making projection without no receipts. You know what I'm saying? When you start talking about 5,000 people on the planet and you start giving these scenarios about packing people in, I mean, that sounds good. The only thing about that is that these people have carried on to generations that brings you into existence. So they had to be doing something right. And they build upon that which they had before. And so just because those are medicines in your medicine cabinet that you got from Walgreens, that doesn't take from the fact that those medicines are predicated upon something maybe from the Amazon, something from the rainforest in Africa, or something from the environment in which the people exist in. And so when we start dismissing the origin or the essence of how medicine came about, then we are going into the stage of putting things in our body that we don't know what it is. We're just trusting it. And this is how we get so many side effects, because now it's synthetic and it's not coming from the original, or it's so mixed. And so what I'm saying as a people, we need to try to get back into that state of mind where we discovered what could heal us. We discovered what can heal us and how we can bring it to the most purest form. Like when somebody cook up, as you would know in the hood, cooking up crack cocaine. They take that leaf and they bring it to the purest form. When will we go and get back to that point where we can medicate ourselves with the things that can heal ourselves without the middleman in? This, when you start talking about science, we need to start applying this stuff as opposed to philosophizing this stuff. That's my only argument, brother. You're not saying anything wrong. I'm just saying that you have a philosophy without application.
You're a funny dude.
You have philosophy without application. We need more application.
I didn't give you philosophy, bro.
No, it's true. What you're saying is true, but where is the application? When have you scientifically developed some medicine?
And brother Tahaka, a lot of what you're talking about is nutrition, right? It's a healthy nutrition. You know, and I don't think any of us have any issues with having a very well balanced diet, right? A balanced diet will actually prevent a lot of the issues that we're talking about today, right? But
exercise.
But a balanced diet won't cure childhood cancer. It won't.
I get that too, brother.
We're talking about things that are outside.
This is what I'm saying, brother. I get all that. What I'm saying is I get all that. But to philosophize that diabetes does this and to philosophize about cancer, and we're not looking at practical application to eradicate cancer. We're just depending on someone to give us this eradication.
Against cancer now, bro.
With us as a people, listen to what I'm saying. Let me finish. With us as a people, my brother Brendan and we as a people got to begin to take care of ourselves. And we need to develop these things where we can be sure that the application of these things are sure, and not getting radiation treatments for 20 years and then die on the 21st year. This is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. When are we going to, like you say, you talking to the children? Like, we need to be pushing these children to be so race conscious that they study these sciences and they bring these sciences back and not going to work for Mercy Hospital. That they bring because that's why I am and I am totally about the tribal thing that brings application, not the tribal thing that brings a bunch of celebration of what? Let's apply some of this stuff. That's all I'm saying, brother.
You know what? I ain't gonna sit and argue with you, but you know you're a funny dude.
With that being said, hey, I'm gonna call you tomorrow and we're gonna set up that show, but I'm gonna sit back and just listen and learn from you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
you need to do that, because guess what? If we do what you're saying we should do our own thing, boy, you're gonna end up back at the same spot. You're gonna come up with the same damn thing. You're gonna come up with that.
You have no confidence in yourself. What I'm saying is, we can start here. It might take 100 generations to get where we need to go, but we got to start somewhere. Listen to me. I'm not saying that we're going to start here and get it in this lifetime. I'm saying we have to start so we at one point in time, generations down the line, that we control our health and not depend on someone else or the government to control our health. So when you're saying that, if you're saying that we're going to end up in the same place, that means you have no confidence in your people. That means
what I said, though. No, I mean, I'm talking about, if you say, yo, go figure out a way to make some transportation on our own, you're going to end up at a damn car. That's the point I'm making. You're going to end up back with, because it's the black guy, Julian Percy, who actually unlocked the magic. That's not what I'm saying. So I'm saying this was black genius. Listen, this was black African genius that unlocked, right? Who realized that he's the first person to reach total synthesis. So that means he synthesized yams, right? Took the element out of it and gave you the medicine, you know what I'm saying, that they use for arthritis. So what I'm saying is, he realized that there's a chemical element to plants, and he unlocked that, and so it was the genius, the vaccines.
But you're not listening to me. I'm saying you're celebrating yesterday. You're celebrating yesterday instead of applying yesterday and owning it.
Now, listen, you don't gotta beat me up. I'm saying Onesimus. Right?
No, we already know that. We're saying we need that now.
Not what I'm saying.
We don't need to celebrate who found that in the yams. We need you to extract that out the yams today.
I'm trying to show you that we already
did. We didn't do nothing. We're going to Walgreens, brother. We're going to Walgreens. We're going to Rite Aid. We need to do that now, is my point. You're not hearing me.
We're going to always end up at Walgreens. It'll just be owned by black people.
Well, let's do that then.
And it still wouldn't matter, because it still has to be checks and balances.
Let's do it.
So you're
not hearing me. Let's start it. So 20 generations down the line, we'll be good. Let's do it. That's my point. Whether we do it or not, that's my philosophy.
That world you're looking for does not exist.
You're not giving us enough credit. If you go into any of the advanced research,
I agree with all that.
Go into any of those places, you're going to see black faces.
I agree with that.
We're either participating and leading, right? So we're right there, right? We are a part of it.
I agree with you. So show me an independent medical system that is independently totally focused on the health of our people. Our genetics are different. Our struggle is different.
What you just say?
I say our genetics are different.
That's pseudo. You pseudoed up.
You don't believe? Hold up. You don't believe that our physiology are different than Europeans in such a way?
There you go. I get your problem now. I get it.
Hold up, bro. You don't believe that we got lupus, and why women amongst us have lupus and most Europeans don't get lupus?
You made that up. Simple.
I'm asking
on your show to beat you up.
I'm asking though. Primarily, we are found with lupus, right?
Where you read
We
that
are
at?
found with sickle cell, right?
What? No. Sickle cell is simply
No, I didn't say what it is.
fights against malaria.
Primarily, I didn't say what it is. You're not
And
hearing
that's
me.
not just in one place. What are you saying?
Primarily, our people are found to have sickle cell more than European
Nah,
counterparts.
you made that up. You don't know what you're talking about.
That's not true.
Not true. You made
Brendan,
it up.
did I make that up, Brendan?
Yeah, you made that up. Yeah, you got people in India
No.
that have malaria and have sickle cell.
I didn't ask you all like that. You're wrong
You
there.
find a living organism that has a large number of
You're wrong there.
mosquitoes
You're
that
wrong.
pass the pathogen malaria. Evolution
Right.
will develop something against it, and that's just sickle cell. What are you talking about? I get what you think you're saying.
I'm asking you, I'm asking you,
Sickle cell is an
We are.
environmental thing.
I didn't ask you what it was. Who is primarily found with sickle cell?
And
Us.
I said you made it up because you just haven't read the literature on it, and I'm
You
fine
mentioned
with
the
that.
physiology of
I
black
didn't come
people.
in to beat you up.
I think y'all getting pseudo down. The data says what I'm talking about. The data speaks to the facts I'm talking about. The data speaks to exactly what I'm talking about. When you're talking about sickle cell and when you're talking about lupus, you're talking about something that primarily, that don't mean everybody else is included.
West Africa and parts of Asia. I know what I'm talking about.
Is that what you're saying?
Say it again.
Are you saying that black people's, I guess you would say black people's physiology is fundamentally different than other races?
I'm not saying it's fundamentally different. No. Generally, we're all the same. What I'm saying is some of the things that we are
99.9 the same. Stop it.
Let me finish. Some of the things that we are faced with, we face them exclusively almost, and it's because of our physiology. It's because our makeup is different. Our environment is different. You see what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You can't get away from it. It is what it is.
Agree with evolution.
Okay.
Why are you having an evolutionary conversation?
I think I understand. Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
I think we can have a conversation. Right.
I'm going to bring data. I'm not going to have a conversation. I'm going to bring scientific data because we're dealing with scientific literacy.
No, you're not.
I'm going to bring data.
I hope so. We should all bring data to the.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring the most recent data that shows that we succumb.
I think this is a great conversation, huh? Right? Maybe,
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the most. I'm gonna go to Johns Hopkins University and I'm gonna get the most profound data that John Hopkins can produce about the disparities as it relates to the things that we face, they face. I can bring all of that. That's not a big deal. And I can show you that some of the things that we face, other groups don't face, and some of the things that other groups face, we don't face. Though we can find them in other groups, but predominantly we face certain things, and it's genetics. And I can prove it.
I'm telling you that just like being lactose, most people think lactose is a European thing. I mean, you know what I'm saying? No, black people can't drink milk. That's a bunch of malarkey. The earliest domestication of animals with milk you can find in Africa and damn Asia. Right. So they would have to develop a gene. Hold on, they would have to develop a gene to allow them to digest it, bro. Like
you got it backwards. Lactose is primarily found in our community. It's in our community. Lactose is primarily.
I'm telling you that you got people who had cows herding. They were cattle herders.
Right, I got you.
And obviously they drank the milk too. You had dairy farmers.
But
you had to develop the gene that would allow them to digest the milk because human beings stopped being able to digest milk early. You know what I'm saying? And so you would have to develop a gene that would allow you to digest the daggone milk.
That's not true. You're theorizing. You're only theorizing at this point. You're not bringing facts. You're theorizing. And that's where you got to stop. Because you're theorizing. What I'm telling you
is theorizing
Listen to me. Hold up. The data supports that people of African descent is more prone to lactose than anybody else on the planet. That's what the data supports. Scientific data supports that, and you can't get away from that, brother. You can't get away from that because you deal with science literacy, so you have to go with the data.
Listen, you found a perfect point to cut me off, right? And it was 2 points you cut me off on.
Sickle cell. I love you, brother.
Listen, sickle cell.
You want debate, Uncle?
No, I don't want to debate. I'm saying you cut me off on clean on points when I was trying to finish my shit off on these 2 points.
All right, go ahead.
I ain't gonna say nothing else to
I love you,
damn points.
You're my guy,
so
man.
No, I did not say that sickle cell, right, occurs in other populations more than it. No, what I said was that you cannot say sickle cell is like a race-specific thing. And I gave an examples of people in Asia and in West Africa. They both have sickle cell. So you couldn't just say, yo, got sickle cell. That's what
I said predominantly, brother. The catchphrase or the catchword is predominantly.
Okay, and we're gonna
figure that out. Exclusively. That doesn't mean exclusively. Predominantly predominantly doesn't mean exclusively.
Guess what you did? But you used it in a manner. That's how you
use it. Predominantly. You gotta understand what predominantly means. Predominantly doesn't mean exclusively.
No. Listen how you use it. You said that our genetics are different because we have sickle cell. That's how you use it.
Go back and rewind it. No. I didn't say that. Go back and rewind it. I say our genetics are different. I say, for an example, we are more prone, not because we have sickle cell. We are basically, I'm saying we are more prone to certain things that other groups are not. And I use sickle cell as an example.
And I said to you, no, because you have sickle cell in other populations.
No, and I'm saying that's true also. But predominantly, we are found with it more than any other group of people.
So now we shifting the conversation, and okay, so guess what? That has
I'm just clarifying what I already said. That's fine. The tape is already running. I'm clarifying what I already said.
Right. So you just killed yourself because the truth is that
I already said that though.
We don't have different genetics.
Brother, you don't understand what.
So you agree we don't have different genetics. So you just prove we don't have different genetics though.
I did.
So you agree? Brother. You agree that we don't have different genetics?
Brother, we got different genetics, bro. Our genetics varies.
I thought so. I thought you said that. But the reason I proved we didn't, right? But an example I gave, we don't have different genetics because there's population with the same disease.
What you want to debate?
I don't want to debate you, man. We're having a good conversation. Damn.
No, I got to go. Listen. I need you to come on and talk to me about the Queen, man.
I don't want to talk about the daggone. Come on, yo.
Nah, that was a joke. Hey, I'm gonna call you tomorrow, man. I want you to set up with something with Brendan, man, so y'all can teach us something, though. For real. Now I don't want to go back and forth. I want to sit back so I can teach, so y'all can teach us something, man.
Now we did this part of the show. This was fun. You know, we had fun. This was fun. This was definitely
absolutely.
And I want to tell everybody, man. Unc is my brother, man.
And I understand the brother's point. Is that there's nuances in terms of what goes on in terms of some of the specific things with the African American physiology. Like, for instance, you can talk. I'll give you an olive branch. I always coin myself for being diplomatic, right? Right. If Brendan or a dark skinned person moves to Iceland, right, you're more prone to having vitamin D deficiency than a person with lighter skin, right? Because of our physiology. I'll give you that, right? That doesn't necessarily mean we're genetically different from those people. There is what it really means is that there's a difference in terms of how we evolved over time, right? So yes, and that doesn't necessarily mean that we need a different medical system to fix those issues as well.
Brother, listen. I think we're saying the same exact thing. When we got all of these different blood types, that shows that
we are.
that shows that we have variables in different human beings right there. That I mean, come on, we got different blood types.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we do have variables when it comes to genetics too, brother. I mean, come on, we can't get away from that. But brother, I love this conversation. I think everybody loved it too, brother. So brother, I hope it's thehawkabay@gmail.com. If you got any conversation that you want to bring and your team want to bring, even if I don't talk to brother, hit me up so we can have this conversation. I don't even want the conversation. I want to learn from y'all, man, because I know y'all are some researchers, and we used to have a bunch of researchers.
And you know what? I didn't know the Rabbit Got the Gun series that you did with Brother Inky. Remember back, this was some months ago when you did the Rabbit Got the Gun series with Brother Inky, exposing Polite.
And now look,
you was a pseudo killer then. Doing that, brother. You was a pseudo killer then. So, yeah.
And where Inky at now?
I don't know where he at.
He missing in action. We destroyed him. We buried him. He done. Right. He can't sell no sea moss around this neighborhood no more.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Let's keep it a buck. Anhk was the last one that he faced off with. It wasn't me. It was Anhk the last one he faced off with. And after that, he think I set him up with Anhk. He really thought that I put Anhk on him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah. I was joking with Anhk too. I was joking with both sides. You know what I'm saying? And then it just flipped the script, and we started arguing about CMOS, and then all downhill from there.
Oh, you know what? That was a good. You did that CMOS thing. That was a good one. See, I remember how you did that.
And he's nothing. He can't sell nothing in this town because of the pseudo killers. And y'all gonna blame me. That was the pseudo.
I do want to see, you know, sub-Saharan, what they call sub-Saharan African, which is, I don't know, that shit is some racist ass shit, right? But yeah, when it comes to sickle cell, it's lopsided like that. I'll give you that, right? But I give you that. So we're not going. We don't got my point. It's not that we different like that. That's all. It's the region. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, that's how we do it around here, yo. When you got a good point, right? I gotta concede. It's not a problem. Yeah, since you want to play the majority, I let you sliver on out of that because you was really saying, yeah,
oh, we got to do this again, though. Oh, I love it. I think my the most working citizens actually enjoy this conversation because this is a shift. Normally, I'm talking about those people walking with the guns and misleading out people. Shout out to all my true freedom fighters that's walking with the black boots and the guns and ready to bang off at any given moment. But I talk about the fraud ones, and I do that a lot. And I think this is a shift, and I think we enjoyed it. And I want to thank Brendan as well as Brother Anhk. And I want to give a special thank to Anhk because there's not one time that I pick up the phone and I call Anhk. I ask him something and we talk about a topic and a topic come on the show. There's not one time, no matter we done went back and forth. We didn't even about to get aggressive with each other years ago. But there's not one time that brother didn't say, yeah, bro, let's do it. Let's do it. So I want to give a big thanks to Anhk for that. And I got to say it, man, because many times, like what we do is we'll disagree with one person. And then because you disagree with one person, the other person got to disagree. For example, you know, Anhk is friends with Sinetta. You know, he's a regular fixture on Sinetta TV. Me and Sinetta don't see eye to eye, but Anhk is able to separate his relationship with Sinetta and his relationship with me, and I'm able to separate my relationship with Sinetta and my relationship with Anhk. And I hope that we all can grow up and be mature like that one day. You know, that, you know, just
because I've been in your hood, yo, you know my hood. Like, come on, I've been there in real life.
I'm just saying, though, a lot of us, bro, is that when one get mad, the whole people get mad. That old tribalism kick in. If one get upset, everybody upset. But I'm glad that we don't do that. And I hope that we can teach our brothers and sisters at the end of the day, you know, if one person mad, that don't mean that you have to be mad. We can still have a conversation. I mean,
Man,
can
we
still have a
know
conversation.
in Baltimore. Well, how we gonna
Absolutely.
do that?
This is a lesson for people that's watching. You know what I mean?
No,
For those
I'm gonna give you a better lesson. Sarnetta is friends with all my goddamn enemies, so he could never say nothing. Right.
I got you.
Say like the shit's supposed to go both ways, right? Right. He makes up with all my enemies, so we long past that. Ain't nobody getting mad about that. Can't.
Indeed. So when we go do this again, family. I appreciate anything you let Brendan say something in closing before we get out of here.
Go ahead, Brendan.
Yeah, I would just say, man, shout out to everybody in the over in the Discord and the pseudo killers. Again, we're simulcasting over there, so the listening in. Peace to brother Tahaka Bay. I think it was enjoyable. This is the first time I actually had a chance to jump on your platform, so it was enjoyable for me as well, brother. I watch a lot of your stuff. So again, right, I'm a huge fan, and as always, shout out to the Real Black Atheists, the pseudo killers, pseudo killers on deck. Again, thanks for having us on, brother.
Indeed. And I thank the both of y'all, and I see y'all soon. I'm gonna be looking for that email so we can do something together and have a good conversation. All right?
Absolutely.
All right. Oh, appreciate you, bro.
Hey man, appreciate you, man. Let everybody go to my store, Abjuwear, man. ABDJUWEAR.com, man. If you in Georgia, man, stop up at the Black Dot Bookstore and Cultural Center. Shout out to Kanzende, man, and shout out to Tariq, man. Niggas Footwear, man. Go type that and tap in, man.
I'm calling you tomorrow, Tariq. He gets. So I talked to Tariq today, but I will call him tomorrow. I forgot to hit him back. But with that being said, family,
let him know I shouted him out, yo, on a nice show. Let him know that. All right?
Absolutely. We got a conversation tomorrow. So with that being said, family, I just want to show y'all, family, man, listen, we can switch up at any given moment. We can switch up at any given moment, talk about any topic. And I appreciate each and every one of you. If any of y'all want to come on here and discuss a topic, please email me at tahakabay@gmail.com. I know some of y'all don't like how Anhk present his thing, but hey, Anhk has been a fixture in this community for a long time. That's right. He one of the originals, if you will. He's one of the originals. So with that being said, we need y'all to step up too. You know what I mean? Because those originals, we see how they get down. It's like I'm playing. But thanks everybody for watching, family. I'm gonna be back here tomorrow, most definitely. I'm gonna try to be back here. Tomorrow is Thursday. Tomorrow Wednesday. I'm gonna try to be back here tomorrow and Wednesday. I hope somebody text me or email me. I hope somebody text me or email me with a conversation. If I would love to have Blue and Red. Wouldn't y'all like to see Blue and Red Pill come on here? You know what I'm saying? And have a conversation and let them break it down. Now I wouldn't debate them, but I would definitely ask them some good questions. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna call them tomorrow and see if they would like to come on. I don't know. I would love to see them come on. You know what I mean? And really, because Blue Pill actually breaks down why he's wearing the garbs that he wear. You know what I'm saying? And I had the clip, but I couldn't, for some reason, it wouldn't come up. But if you go to Brother Rich Black Magic page, you can listen to his whole breakdown. He tells you why he's doing it, what he's doing it for, and it is what it is. And when you listen to the commentary, to be honest, it's not nothing really out there. It's really not. I mean, it's really nothing that's really out there. And that's why I keep on talking about the visions or the what we see in the screen. You know what I mean? The visuals, because the visuals is what catch you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, enjoy your big glass of milk. Yeah, I'm like Crip say, who drink milk in 2022? I ain't drinking no milk. I mean, Bushwell TV, they say he had a liver malfunction. Not any medical professional knows you turn yellow, not black, with a liver malfunction. Good goodness gracious. With that being said, family, appreciate y'all, and I see y'all tomorrow. We're gonna do it again. This was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. Let's get it.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. You a friend of the Moors, then you's a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. Family, see y'all tonight, 9:30. Let's go. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line.